live thing where you just pop up and you just live. Hold on for a minute. My lens is so freaking dirty. It's still dirty. That's better. Why does it feel so cloudy there? I don't know why. Hold on, people. That's better. Like, what the freak did I go on the lens? Is that freaking dirty? Alright, now I can see better. Jeez, man, my lens was really dirty. Anyway, yeah, so on the way to go take care of some business today, it popped in my head. Lord blessed us with a new projection screen. Acoustic. I need a physical screen. We have to have one. The panels are nice, but we actually need a physical screen. This makes it much easier for me. So we have a blueprint design that comes with the frame. It already comes with the frame. It comes with the screen. The surface is acoustic. It's going to be ultra short though compatible. We can take it outside. It's going to be a bad boy at the end of the day. So yeah, we got a physical screen coming out, and it's very easy to manufacture and design. So it means it costs us less money. It costs you less money. That's how it works. And we can ship it anywhere. Oh shit, I forgot. We got to do it the other way around. This way has to be done this way. We can ship it anywhere we want. See, the thing about screens, making physical screens, is shipping costs will kill your screen. Literally. Because I've had that happen before. Experience in the field of exactly what can destroy your screen. If you ain't got the proper paperwork and I guess clearance as the big companies do, you ain't shipping out motorized projection screens or fixed screens. And you can forget that one. I've done that one already. It's very expensive. So that ain't going to happen. And the wallpaper screens, when we first started out, they were these some plastic boards over there at 4 feet by 7 feet. We couldn't ship them out. You know why? We went to the postal service. This thing had no weight to it whatsoever because of the dimensions of it. It couldn't ship it out. It had to go by freight. And anything goes by freight, you know, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So guess what? That wasn't going to work. So that's why we came with the wallpaper service, because the wallpaper service can be rolled up and it's 4 feet high. That's it. And stick it inside of a box, ship it anywhere you want. But this surface is different than wallpaper surface. This is actual an acoustic screen. Acoustic screen, and it may have front and rear capabilities. We don't know about that yet. Let's see how it works. But anyway, it is not anything you can buy from Amazon or anything other place. We're getting this custom design, which means I found someone today who does custom work. And I explained the situation, what I'm designing, what I'm working on. Of course, they were nice enough to sign an NDA because you want to make sure people sign that document. You know, you're walking around with your ideas. But anyway, it's doable. Very easy to do. So this will allow us to make a surface that you can easily assemble, hang up on your wall, or take it outside. Though your projector's behind the back of it, if we get to work on that level. Ultra short though compatible, the whole 9 yards, all the goodies. And yes, we'll test it against the certified to show you at the end of the day why our technology is better than certified. And I'm in forum sites on that all day long about that one. It's like, wait a minute, but you make a screen paint. You don't have a screen paint better than a certified, so you can take on a certified screen. Yeah, you can take on a certified screen. I got to see this. There you go. That's why you can't talk trash at the end of the day. You have to back it up. See, on YouTube, you can get away with some trash talking. You can. But on a forum site, you ain't getting away with jack, because there's a whole bunch of gurus on there that know exactly what they're talking about. You can't pull the wool over their eyes at the end of the day. They'll call you bluff. I call bull. Show me some videos. You got to send them something. And yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we showed all these demonstrations and blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, so in that, basically, since we make a formula, this is going to be a completely different formula, which you're going to be designed. It has to be, especially when you're doing acoustic. Acoustic screens have to be done differently. And the material we're getting, no one else has it. I had to go to a fabric shop to find this stuff, and several of them too, to get the one that I needed was absolutely perfect. We need something we can basically crumble up into a ball. It has no wrinkles, no lines, no imperfections, nothing. It can take all kinds of weather. It'll marry well with the formula. Now see, with the system, the way we have it designed, the system frame, the frame itself breaks up. I learned that by watching Elite Screens. When they shipped us a screen one time, I noticed that they had the frame cut up and you can piece it all together, which makes it a lot cheaper than shipping a screen that's maybe like 7 feet, because your box is going to be 7 feet. They learn how to break it in half. So half of 7 feet would be 3 feet, 3 inches and a half would be approximate, would be your 7 feet. So with that being said, we just have to break it down, and then that way you can easily assemble it together extremely easy. And yes, the frame is designed to be removable. So say you want to basically carry it and take it somewhere, you can actually break that frame down. And oh, we should have a bag with it. We're gonna get bags with them. We're gonna get bags. Oh yes, we're gonna get bags with them. Now we gotta get bags. We got to. You got to. And we got to put our logo on across it and everything. Oh yeah, because it's our screen at the end of the day. We designed it, and it's kind of a special, interesting formula on it. That new gain that we have, the one you see right there, we can't tell you exactly what that abbreviation stands for. It's gonna have that technology sitting on it, and that technology is gorgeous. So yeah. So yeah, and it's will be available for customers. Yeah, it'll be available for customers. It makes it much easier. I would rather lean in the direction of doing physical screens for customers only. It's much more easier. It is. It's much more easier. And leave the coding for the big companies, because the companies are really the ones interested in big coding. So they're not really interested in big screens, because they're always doing some kind of crazy project what they want to apply it to. Now, if you can get the screen paint, yeah, you can. But I think we're going to eliminate the gallons for customers and keep them to the companies, and then we'll bring out the physical screens for you guys. So this new screen is going to be amazing. I'm building me a prototype for myself. I can't show you the prototype design of the frame and all, but I can show you the screen itself. And before we launch this thing, I guarantee you one thing: screen paints don't. We're not. You're gone. You're not in our category anymore. You're bye. What I mean by that is we do not consider you on our level of technology. So, with that being said, you have been released, which means we don't bring you up anymore because we don't care. Certify. You're the ones we have our eye on, because that's how it's all started, through Certify. Basically, I'm going to spend money for a $3,000 screen. But anyway, we're going to basically test our stuff against high-grade certified screens that when I walk into a forum site, they know exactly what we're talking about. So I'm going to forum site with anybody else and say, I'm like, what the frick are you testing against? We don't know that stuff. But if you take one of these screens, like Elite screens, Daylight screens, one of them, they know the good stuff at the end of the day. Oh, I think we ruffled some feathers. Someone got mad and look, what are you getting? First of all, we know who's in the room. All right, we get individuals that come into my room and they get mad at me because we don't consider their products to be professional. Well, first things first, for your product to be professional, it's going to have to be here, and it's not here. So I don't know how that even works. You know what? Some chocolate, some cocoa. We're dying for a cup of cocoa. So our new physical screens are look absolutely incredible. And yes, they're going to be marketed for online and offline. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of setting up a special account through PayPal, which is going to allow me to use Apple Pay and all that other good stuff to be able to charge 2 kiosk units for our technology when we get our showroom set up. I love how we sit there and say at the end of the day, we don't consider screen paint. What do you want me to do? I'm already doing it already. I'm going to buy all y'all stuff. I'm going to do a demonstration live so everybody can see our product versus everybody else. That's what we're going to do. Now, that's what we, now, don't get mad about that. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that's what we're going to do in design of the screen. Now, for the naysayers and people are upset, we don't care about your opinion at the end of the day, because we just don't. Why would we care? As for people at the end of the day who support them, you support them, right? So where's the support for you? Oh, it's not there, is it? Okay, moving on. As for our customers, they don't care. They don't care about that. They want a good quality product. They don't want trash at the end of the day. They want to get what they paid for. And as for my new customer base out here, they want the best technology on the face of the planet. And we got that. We got that technology. So now we got this new screen, new coating coming out. I even have a new surface coming out for our new, what do you call it? Our new panel surface. Has a new coating coming out for it. It's going to look absolutely amazing. Where are my scissors at? I'm dying to see these fans. So yeah, new surface coming out. New everything. See? And I told you, I sat right there on camera and said, if the Lord feels that we're doing anything that's not of his liking, may not bless us. I got a new screen coming out. You know what screens I got coming out now? We got the panel technology coming out. We have 2 different versions of AdTech coming out. We have a tabletop interactive projector mapping technology coming out. We have this rear projection new technology coming out for virtual fish tanks for projector mapping and hologram technology. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is a beautiful thing about not having PC people. Customization. Customization, baby. Customization. Oh. Ooh, it came with that nice reflective side on that. Cool. You got 5 of these for 20 bucks. The Molex adapters, yeah! You know what I mean? So the Molex is so much easier, man. Right now I'm going through this nonsense with this over here. I got these because they got this really ice cold look to them. They look good on the freezer unit, but they are 4 pins. Now usually if you got a motherboard like an ATX board, ATX boards, the vantage point of those is they have a whole lot of system pins in them for your fans. So you can run all your fans right through your motherboard. The ITX and micro ITX boards don't have them at all, period. They have 3 pin. I wish they had 4 pin. They have 3. Now they got 4 pin when it comes to, yes, your CPU fan, but not other than that. So in order for me to light these babies up, I have to use a, what's it? I use an adapter. So adapter basically has a 4 pin to Molex adapter that will allow me to run these right here. So I got to order that right now. But this right here has the Molex adapters. See, this is the plus side, people. The plus side of PC. That's the plus side of it all, you know what I mean? So you're being stuck with that fan they give you, that 120 millimeter fan that they give you. Oh shit, I forgot to put the charge in. Here we go. I see what you're doing, Taco. You're being a jerk. You're being a 100% grade A jerk. You know better than that. You know, he's doing something stupid you shouldn't be doing. Because I'm on camera, you figure, he can't get me. Yes, I can. Bam, I got the charger put in a new stand. Look at the fans, people. I'm a coke over here. Look at the fans. I felt like freaking, whatchamacallit, freaking Jerome when he came like, look at the white boots. Look at the white boots. See, people, this is the beautiful thing about PC. But those of you, you're in denial right now. I understand. You're in denial. You don't want to give up your console system. It's understandable. I understand. I was the same boat with you when it came to the Xbox 360. That's why I relate to you now, because I refused to give that machine up. I had PC sitting on the floor, but I didn't want to give it up. But you're going to have to. Your system's dying. It already started dying in 2020 when your console system was giving out the freaking exclusives. Yeah. That's like you got these amazing baked beans. You're absolutely amazing baked beans. And you're the only people who sell these amazing, delicious baked beans. But all of a sudden, one of the CEOs wanted to expand, and he started giving out the ingredients to these baked beans to everybody. Now, that company you've been buying from years, and everybody's got those baked beans now. Some people got them for cheaper, and they're better. They put better quality in what they were using. So you're going to stay with them, or you're going to go someplace else? Go over there, because you can get away more selection. They may give you more over there. Hey, they can give you free drinks with over there, give you just whatever. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, so look at PC. The PlayStation 5 gives you the delicious baked beans, right? The PS5 gave you baked beans. They give you baked beans. But the PS4 gave you baked beans. Good stuff. I mean, good. I mean, you sit there at the table and you cry for about a half an hour because the food is that good. You ever cry over food? Was that good? Damn good. When you got to stop and you got to repause and reset, you're talking, oh my goodness. This can't be real. That kind of food at the end of the day. That's what the PS4, that's what the Pro did for you. Yeah, it's a race. So now that ingredients for those secret baked beans is out now. Because now they got it, and they got it. And PC has the same baked beans too, but PC adds something more to it because it's free to play on PC. PC will mess around and give you roasted hot dogs with it. What do you want to add with a little free side with soda and some bag of chips? Because it's free over there. You don't pay. And upgrade your parts. You can add in free bag of chips. A larger container of baked beans, ice cold soda, maybe a cookie. So you're gonna go back over PlayStation and get you just one bowl of baked beans, or you're gonna go over here and get more. Look how much more you get. See, you're cooling your system, right? You get one fan, 120 millimeter. This system's gonna hold 10 units plus 2 liquid cooling systems at the same time. It's gonna freeze it down. Yes. I'm not saying at the end of the day, people, look, how can you be loyal to a company that wasn't loyal to you? How do you do that? You got sold out. That's what happened. You literally got sold down the river. It's like they put you in these rough, rapid rivers and took away your paddles and just kicked the boat out. You figure it out. That's what they did to you. Now, you're going to continue to pay their costs every month and what they want to charge you for, or you'll play the same games over in our system at the end of the day where you won't need expensive parts, because I don't use expensive parts at the end of the day when I build my systems. And on top of that, you play for free. I'm about to get that God of War on this system over here. I'm going to overclock the daylight side of it. Yeah, I'm going to mod the daylight side of it too. I'm going to do some weird stuff on that game. Weird stuff. And on top of that, I can't get in trouble for it. And I'll play it for free as much as I want. And I'll get it for cheap over here because they have sales over there. They break down stuff for cheap. So exclusive games that you pay more money for, we pay for them for cheap over here. That game called Hell Drivers, I got that for $5 with all the DLCs intact. So I got all your DLCs in the game intact. You're probably sitting there going, Mr. Bird, how can you be so cruel? I'm not being cruel. I'm telling you the truth. I'm trying to get you to wake up and smell the PC coffee. But you don't want the PC coffee. You'd rather just have that cheap coffee, you know, the one you get on the stand that's so watered down you can literally read the serial numbers on the other side of your cup. Like that. I can read the serial numbers down in weak, watery coffee. It's like somebody took hot water and stuck a chocolate marker into it, and that's what you got. You know, you didn't really get real coffee at the end. They watered down after watered down. So they gave away your exclusives. There's no way in the world God of War should be sitting on a PC. It just shouldn't be there. We got Uncharted. Yeah, Uncharted was on your system. That's yours. The Last of Us is on our system. The Last of Us is on a PC. That's like the day I never thought I would see Sonic on Nintendo. But yeah, there is. Sonic All-Star is on there. But a shocker on Sega fans. They're like, oh my god. Yeah, I was a Sega fan myself. I'm a huge Sega fan. Matter of fact, Sega decided to come out with this. I'm so much of a huge Sega fan. Let me tell you the day. If Sega announced that they were bringing a new system, bye-bye PC. I love PC. I love Sega more. Much more. Because I grew up with Sega. I love Sega. Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. I had all those systems, all of them. I even had the Mega Drive, the Japanese version. I had them all. I'm a big Sega fan. See? But they're not coming out anymore. Because you know what Sega did? Sega decided they weren't going to build any more console systems. They quit. And they quit and they became third party and they gave away all their games. Whew. So I know what you're going through. Like the guy who sat there and sent me the message being nasty mean saying, oh, you don't know anything about corporations. Apparently you don't know jack about it all because you thought that company had your back at 100%. Good luck with all that. Meanwhile, I'll be playing your games on PC. And you'll be like, what the freak? They put that game on there too. And that game too, because it's all about money. They're going to make their money so fast. It's a smart move, it is. But it's risky. It's extremely risky. Because you're thinking that this is going to cause PC gamers to come over. No, it's not. We have more games than you guys have. We have so much selection of games. It's not even funny. If we didn't need your exclusives for all this time, what makes you think we would need them now? I mean, heck, we can get emulators and just play all your stuff. Even your retro stuff that you can't even get unless they select for you to have it. If they select for you to have it on your system, think about the tons and tons of games that are on Sony that you can't get access to because they don't give you the right to play those games. But with a RetroPie system, you can play those games. Those are ported over to PC. Atari 2600, all those games and stuff, PC. But anyway, just trying to get you to wake up and smell that PC coffee. Some of you already have woke up and smelled the PC coffee. How you doing? Welcome. And some of you, again, the casual gamer don't care. And again, that's what I love about the casual gamer, because they don't care at the end of the day. But eventually the casual gamer is going to have to come over, because you know why? When they start basically doing this to a system, that means that hardware becomes obsolete. And when hardware becomes obsolete, the next stage is it's a pull the network. So the network they charge you for, I don't know why you even pay for it, but the network they charge you for, they'll pull it. And for those sitting there saying, no, they'll never do that. They'll never do that. Xbox One, the original ones, us. I had an Xbox when it came out, and I had Halo, and I played online constantly all the time. And one day, not there anymore. I switched over to an Xbox 360, so I can continue playing live. Because their system doesn't have it anymore. They don't support it anymore. You can do the same thing with your system. They'll cut the system. They'll invest more money into basically developing better games, and they'll go third. And you can't now play on your system anymore because, again, it's going to play it offline. That means your online experience ain't even there. So you'll come over to PC. You'll set up a Steam account. You go get a PC for $400 to $500. That's it. Because, again, for those out there who think you need a whole lot of power to run on PC, please, you are so sadly mistaken on that one. It's not even funny. I can literally build a PC system. I've done it. I built one to beat the PS4. When I had the, whatchamacallit, the Cyberpunk PC I built. I can build it. Well, I'm doing it right now. I'm building the PC. But it's going to cost way more than your console system. You do a lot more in your console system. But anyway, because I'm going overboard on it. But other than that, a basic build, you don't need all that. And I've been telling you all that from day one. You have God of War sitting on our system. You saw the specifications on there. 20 series. A 20 series graphic card will run God of War. But you're being told you need something that has the equivalence of a 4060, 4070. You don't need all that. What are you doing over there? You're not even cooking. We're letting you cook. So, yeah. So, again, if this ruffles your feathers and makes you a little bit better, basically puts a little sour in your milk at the end of the day, hey, don't shoot the messenger. I've been around for a long time. I've been gaming around. Most people haven't been around as long as I've been gaming. Those who have been around gaming, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If that was the case, the systems we had back then would still exist today. What happened to the TurboGrafx 16, Neo Geo, Odyssey, Atari 26? Atari did try to make a comeback with the Jaguar, but that didn't go far. Console systems become short-lived after a while. The only one I can say right now that is actually better than your system now, it's going to be the Nintendo. Nintendo beat everybody. And I know that hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But yeah, the Nintendo beat y'all. And the reason why? Because Nintendo does not put their games out there. Nintendo's exclusive games stay on Nintendo. If I want to get Nintendo's games, which I do want to get a couple of Nintendo games, those games are pretty hot over there, I gotta go buy their console system. I can't get that over here because they don't make them for over on my system, so I have to go buy it. It's only on their system. So if a PC gamer, yeah, PC gamers will go over and play it on the Nintendo. You know why? We like their games over there. But we can't get them on our system, so we have to go over there and play their system. So I will buy one of their systems because of that. But your games, why would I buy a PS5 or a Pro, either one of them, to play your games when I have them here already? Should have never gave up your exclusives, ever. Never should have did that. That is the biggest mistake that Sony has made. The biggest. That was a bad mistake at the end of the day. No, who's going to pay for it? And like I said, Xbox isn't any better. Oh, no. You guys aren't even better at all, period. Your stuff pops up on every platform. Heck, I got your stuff over here on PC. I got so many versions of Halo, it's not even funny. So, you're not any better. Because you're going to come up with a console system. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's literally like watching someone drive up the opposite side in a truck lane. Like, you are literally asking for it. Impact is going to be merciless. You made a console system that you're betting that people are going to use to play your games. But your games show up on other platforms. Your game shows up on cell phones. It shows up on the Switch unit, that little portable unit we have over there, the Steam, what do you call it? I don't have it yet. I might buy one, but I'm not in the portable games. But that system plays your console games. It plays PC. It'll play your God of War. It'll play. What's the point of buying a portable PSP when I can pay it on your system over here for free? My goodness, I don't know why. But anyway, for the Xbox lease, and I heard a bunch of guys talk about this on YouTube. They allow every other system to play their freaking platform. So if I can go play it on my cell phone, I can play it on my tablet, I can play it on this, I can play it on that, and blah, 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 blah. Why buy your portable? Oh, there's an Xbox system, but I can play Xbox games right here. What's the point? The Nintendo Switch, right? Can you play those games that they have on there? On any? No, you can't. So you got to go buy a Nintendo Switch. There you go. Exclusives will make your game. So say Xbox comes up with a brand new, amazing, insane system. Yeah, they're gonna do this amazing system, right? And your games on your system are leased out on every other platform. Why would you buy Why would you buy a system that you can't manipulate or mess with? Why? Again, it's the same thing like buying a house. You go drive up to this house, huge, massive house. Huge backyard, huge front yard. It's huge, gigantic. And you think like, wow, I'm going to get a chance to utilize all this space. And the realtor comes in and goes, oh, sorry, but you only have access to 2 rooms. Wait. I'm paying how much for this house and I only have access to 2 rooms? Only 2 rooms. If you go to any one of these other rooms, outside, anywhere you go, you void the warranty on this building. Nothing will cover it. It's gone. That's what you got. And you will pay them rent and mortgage at the exact same time. Conversation, because again, I hope to help some people out along the way. I'm not trying to tease or bust you at the end of the day. I'm not. But I'm trying to tell you today, it's a business. The problem is people get caught up in these games today. This whole war between Sony and Xbox. You don't realize it's all it is. It's just basically business. But you have to understand that your systems cost too much money. And again, if you give away all your consoles or your exclusives, what's going to happen is your games are not worth anything anymore. At all, period. And if PC is getting your game, then you're screwed. You know, one thing about PC, because again, I tell you, it will come out on console first, right? And then PC will get it years later. But would we be worried about it? Would you hear everybody complaining? No, you know why? Because there's literally so many games on PC, it's not even funny. Like, we don't even miss we don't even need your stuff. We didn't need it then, we don't need it now. We got games on here that you guys can't even touch with a 10-foot pole. If a game comes out and it's super ultra violent, like hatred, you'll never see it. We will. Not into those kind of games, by the way, but yeah. You don't see those kind of games. We will see those kind of games. If a developer designs some sick, crazy, madman game, you'll never get it. We will. So good luck with all that. So it's like the big house scenario. You got the big house, but you can't do jack in it. When PC walks up in there and they go, oh, this is yours. You got access to the backyard there. We got another extension on it if you want to use that too. It's free. Might as well just take it. We're not going to use it. That's where we're at. Oh man. What is he talking about? That's what it is. But you know, you put up with it. You know why you put up with it? The exclusives. That's why. The exclusives. You're promised this beautiful, beautiful rainbow that would come across, cascade across your house, and it would rain gold. That's what you're promised. And you go out there and you see that exclusive rainbow cast across your house, and it rains gold. You hear these mystical creatures that you would never see in a million years, but you only see that because you have that exclusive. Nobody else sees those mystical reindeers and all that beauty. Only you see it. But then the people started making the reindeer, the rainbow. So you know what? We can make more money if we give out this rainbow to other places. Yeah, there you go. Now everybody's got your mystical rainbow. Everyone's got it. Everyone's got it. Hey, look. Let me take the end of the day. You gotta just accept it. They have to accept it. I thought to myself that PlayStation was giving out these. I thought they just started that. They didn't. They were doing it in 2020. They were doing it for quite some time. And they're not going to stop because they're making good money. Very good money. And they're going to get to a point they're just going to stop making the hardware. And after that, they're going to give you an announcement where they're going to shut down the server. So my big question is, what's the point of paying for the, that's the right size one right there, yeah. What's the point of paying for the PS6 if all the good games are already on a PC? I don't know. Wait, are these, which one of these are these more or less? I gotta put the whole strip in these suckers. I just need one to test out. I need all of them. Ooh, will they light up? They do light up from the door. Oh, these are different. Wait. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Care. Hold on a minute. Like, Mr. Bird, you're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. Bird. Hooking Molex fans up to RGBs. Hooking Molex, not cooking. Good shit, great. Really? So you would have to do a... It would have to be SATA to Molex? It had to be Molex to SATA. Molex to SATA adapter for RBGs. Oh. That's easy. Alright, so these are Molexes, but we can make them RGBs. And the reason why is this adapter in the front right here, which is a Molex. So we have to get an adapter that has the female Molex right here. Yeah, female for here, the connector here. And on the other end, it has another tab for the SATA, which actually plugs into the adapter that allows you to change the lights around. It also has the pins connected too, so you can run them through. Ew, all right, we'll have to disconnect our system. No problem, we can get that done. It's what we do, it's what we do, it's what we do. I know for those people saying, good gracious, I gotta learn all that stuff. You learn it either way. It doesn't make a difference. It's easy. It's not hard. No one's telling you you have to, it's not gonna cost you a lot of money. It's gonna cost you cheaper to build a PC than it is. You're gonna find that you're not gonna need all that stuff that they claim that you need on console. There's your other wake-up call. It's gonna pop up on you. And then if you get a good motherboard, which you have to spend a lot of money for a motherboard, you spend $100 and get a really good motherboard. You get an MSI motherboard for like $100. And realize your motherboard is upgradable, which means you don't have to upgrade it all at once. You can break it down through time and still play amazing games. Once you hit that power trip, you're good to go. Then once you add in your liquid cooling system, you'll be sitting there like, oh my goodness, I got a refrigeration unit on my system, because you're not used to having refrigeration units on your system. I mean, I leave these systems on. These systems can stay on all day, all night, all day, all night. They got a refrigerator unit attached to them. And they don't use a lot of power at that, on top of that. Yeah, you're going to have a ball with it, man. You have a ball. So many parts. You can blow your mind. You over there freaking at cool PCs, and I don't like buy too much from Amazon. Amazon does have a lot of parts. All these different places and looking at the different parts, like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I can do this. I can do that. I can turn that thing into a light show if you want. Oh, yes. You'll be outside waving a sword on you, like, I've got the power. Like He-Man. And then you're going to trip. You make that power trip. Because your next neighbor's going to have console. Like, what y'all hear? How'd you hear screaming about? Get away from me, peasant. Console player. You're sicking me. That's how you're going to turn into, because everybody does first time. You'll be going in the forum site talking about, what do you have? Oh, your console. Oh, why? Why do you embarrass yourself on that level? Why? You're going to be turning to that. You're definitely going to turn to that. After a while, you level out and you realize we're all gamers at the end of the day. It's just all about basically just having the better system, better graphics, and all that good stuff, and customization, which everybody loves. For you gearheads out there at the end of the day, you guys like to modify and work on cars. Imagine you get in a car and they tell you that nothing on the car is upgradable. Like nothing. You got to stick with stock. Can you imagine that nightmare? That would break up. Whoa. Wait a minute. I can't change the wheels out, lights, nothing. Because, you know, gearheads at the end of the day, they change everything on the car. They break it down. They get it in. But what if you were told you buy a car, you can't change nothing on it? Or maybe a hubcap. That's all you get. And it can't be the hubcaps you put in. It can't get the ones you snap on, and when you hit a pothole and it bounces down the hill somewhere, like that. You wouldn't go near it, would you? There you go. There you go. Imagine you're an artist. You get this huge, amazing piece of canvas. And you only have 2 colors. And not even good colors at that. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Or the best way to put it is, imagine the most ultimate buffet of all meals from all over the world, and you get this tiny little plate, and you're only allowed to fill up what's on that plate, and no more, no less. You want more. You want so much more, but you can't have it. Because that little tiny plate will allow you to have it. And you're sitting there with using freaking 2 toothpicks as a freaking chopsticks to eat something that you could barely see. Okay, use one of those magnifying glasses that they use for looking at appraising diamonds at. And while you eat that little tiny meal, you look at all that vast amount of gorgeous food that you can't even touch. There you go. Anyway. I know it sounds kind of crazy when I talk that way. It's not to tease you. It's to tell you at the end of the day, man, you're just missing out on so much. And already consoles screwed you over. They did. They screwed you over big time. They did. They did that nonsense to me, man. I was on the 360 and I paid all that money for all those systems. I paid for so much different descriptions for the Xbox Live service and the avatars. Oh my goodness, I put so much money in the avatars. It wasn't even funny how much money I put in the avatars. They had clothing and gear and everything, props, the whole 9 yards. If you were Avatar, you know what I'm talking about. You did a lot of avatars and stuff. You spent so much money. So much money. And then to have them turn around and get their exclusive title to PC. Now, I love PC, I do. But again, come on, man. That's supposed to be our stuff at the end of the day. That's us. That's ours. How can you do that? And their excuse is, oh, we're doing it to get PC gamers to come over here. And PC gamers are like, no. Why would I do that? It's like, being on a game, playing Mech Assault. I love Mech Assault. It's a pretty good game. You got one of those huge monster mega mechs. You know what I mean? It looks like godlike. You got one of those mechs, you know what I mean? Boss. Just super boss, right? Step out of your mech. Get into a popcorn machine with legs. You're not doing that. Ain't no way in the world. I don't care what you got off over there. Like, really? Your weapon system is shooting hot butter. I'm good. I'm going to stay over here. But we got exclusives. We got the good. No, I'm good. I mean, I can take a couple of hits and still maintain it. I can hit with that popcorn maker with legs and I'm going. Yep, throw salt in your eye and scalding hot butter in your face. That's the best thing you can do. Now, did they just anything on bust on con? No. If they had kept the exclusives. Nice system, though. I played the PS5 Pro. It is very nice system, but you don't give away the exclusives. Am I looking forward to playing your games? No. We got games on there. We don't need them. I'm going to buy them, yeah, because it's a trip, power trip. Other than that, no. But it was yours to begin with. It had no business taking your exclusives and putting it on a PC. Or anyone says, oh my goodness, if God of War shows up on an Xbox, it's lights out, people. It's lights out. You know what's going to happen now? Because of the digital age of consoles, that everything's going to be cross-platform. PC won't, because your games you can't play on your system. Only time it'd be like for PC, unless the developer made it for PC and your game, that's it. But your games you can't play. You would never play those games. There are certain games you can't play. They're violent. Some games are violent. Some games show a lot of nudity, stuff like that. You have on PC. PC's more for the mature gamer. That's what it's for. But there's stuff they won't allow you to have. And there's some things that developers won't design for you because you know why? Your console system won't be to handle the game. It's a waste of money and time. It's like, I say this because I try to get into the minds of people who don't understand. It's like, you want to paint a portrait, right? Beautiful scenery, right? And you have a piece of canvas. Let's just say the size of that. That's it, right? That's it. You don't need to put so much on. You can't put all of it on there. You just put what you can put on there. But if you look at my screen behind you, that's PC. So we can put all that on there, and then we can turn, where I have another screen about to be built, and put that on there too. That's why the Neo Geos were more superior. Because at that particular time, understand, when the arcade was the big thing, The arcade was the big thing. Console systems were molding themselves around arcade machines. Because everybody wanted. They wanted the arcade experience at home. That was the selling point. You know, play your video games at home, have the arcade experience. That's what it was all about. The Neo Geo, the reason why they were more popular and they're more expensive system, because the Neo Geo was arcade. Because literally the reason why the console systems looked like a large pizza box, because they actually had an arcade board in the system. Yeah, that's why you can take your memory card and put it in there and take it back out, back and forth. You literally had an arcade machine in your home. And the Neo Geo can take a game like a game like Mortal Kombat and make an exact duplicate of it and add more to it. Where if you played it on a Genesis version or Nintendo version, where the blood was green, you're never gonna understand that freaking fiasco. But you would have noticed that a lot of stuff was missing, like the shadows. The shadows were circle. They didn't have the full design, but the real shadow. They had all that. Because you were literally playing with that much power. So that's what you have by certain games that they developed for, basically, for PC. You won't see on a console, because there's just no point. We have new parts. Yeah, you do have new parts, but still, I don't mean anything. So what's going to happen? They get electrocuted. Sorry, no, they get electrocuted. But so what happens is, you're just, I'd be surprised if there's a PS6. I really am. I'd be surprised. And I'm curious, they do bring out a PS6. They're going to bring out any games? Because no games really came out for your system. They were remakes. You had a lot of remakes. You were bundled with Spider-Man. Let me tell you something. In the years of gaming that I have been in, I have never seen a system have so many remaster versions on their freaking library. Usually when you get a system, they got games you never even heard before, man. That's what keeps the hype. I'm like, wow, what's that game right there? What's that game do? And you're looking at the game and watching the videos and, oh, I want that one too. And I want this one, because you just want one good fighting game. You want a racing game. You want a shooting game, a little action and adventure. And try to get a little bit of everything for your library when you first start off. That's what you want. You don't be playing games you've already played on the last system. They re-gift your stuff. That's what they did. Remember George and the Label Maker? You got re-gifted. That's what they did. Spider-Man remastered with a bundle. Oh, what the freaking Georgia Ghost. Alright. I'm happy. Got my new gaming screens coming out. We got a new, someone will build me a prototype and get ready for that. And go follow me for a patent pending for my design. And then basically get this thing ready. Because I'm going to turn my lights on. So these are just 5 of the more 5. We gotta put 5 more in here. Wait. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the liquid cooling system has 3 fans on it. The one for the RX 7600 has 2 fans on it too. We'll figure it out. We got 10 fans altogether for casing. Yes, hitting something. Like the screws. Probably thought my fan. Mr. Bird, your fans sound horrible. You're hitting something. That's the naysayers. You guys are cool, but naysayers are so fast. We're like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, naysayers. Look how beautiful those fans are. Come with me, and you'll see world of imagination. And those of you who thought my PC over here was going to be trash, have you learned nothing about not talking trash ahead of time? Really? So you thought the box we had up there with the boxes, a bunch of boxes all stacked together, was just going to be that at the end of the day? Oh man, if you even saw the blueprint of what I'm going to turn this thing into, it's going to make you drool like Homer with a donut when I get done with this machine. You ever seen my PC skills before? I can turn boxes into frozen ice. I built some crazy mods. I mean, insane mods. Trust me. Heck, I can even take a box and make it look like it's rusted. Done that too. I can do it with projectors or pretty much. I can age stuff to make it look like it's been around for a very long time. Even make it look like it's been through a nuclear holocaust. So with that being said, those of you who mocked me, I've left your comments up there so we can come back and crush you. And as you said about my PC parts, how dare you? Let me explain something to you. on what this machine's going to be able to do. For those who talk to trash. For those who didn't, hey, thank you. For those who did talk to trash, it will crush your PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when your 6 comes out, crush. And I will play your games. And on your controllers. I'm going to put all my PS5 controllers, baby. Just for the fun of it. Because, again, I'm going to run all your hardware, your VR glasses, everything. And you will run none of my stuff. I would take your God of War. And I will basically redesign it. Shade it to make it look absolutely incredible. And mind you, my graphic card does actual 4K. Not a compressed crap at the end of the day. Actual 4K. Mind you, my RAM is 128 gigabytes of DDR5. Yeah, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. So just to let you know that I'll make God of War look absolutely insane because I can mod the daylights out of it, which you can't do on your system because you'll get in a lot of trouble. I tell you, those of you on console who have those modding skills, you probably have PC already. I'm pretty sure you do. I wouldn't doubt you don't have PC. Because you know automatically from the door. You have fun on console because you know. I think you have more fun on console because you can't. That's what it is. You know, PC you do some modding and stuff. Everybody mods, you know what I mean? Once in a while you run into some really crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But on console, people are not used to seeing those mods, and that's where you get popular at because people are not used to seeing it. That's like going to the valley of no sugar. You know, people lived in this town for many years, they didn't have no sugar. And you come in with a bakery, and you show them amazing stuff, man, and they taste like, oh my goodness, what is this taste? It's called sugar. I never had it before. It's absolutely amazing. It's delightful. Can you make more? I can make as much as you want. And they'll come in here every day to your bakery. Just like if you got a server and you're playing on a dedicated server, which you can actually do dedicated servers on console, and you got a modded lobby in there, they'll be in there every day to check out your lobby because they've never seen anything like that before. Go in there for Left 4 Dead, and you're like, what in the world is that? Is that a freaking... Is that a railgun on the table? Yeah, it's a railgun. Actually, you can pick it up. Fire, go ahead. And you're firing this railgun, taking out tanks and laughing and carrying, having fun. Yeah. Hey, you want to see something pretty cool? Let's make it rain witches. I've seen that one for somebody actually literally made it rain witches. I was a jacked up level. Oh my goodness. It was literally raining witches in the cornfield at that. It was raining witches. They was like, don't, whatever you do, don't disturb the wishes. The game is programmed differently. And I'm thinking like, what the freak does he mean by that? And all you saw, you look up and you just see it rain screaming. The sky was screaming. It was raining witches. They were running everywhere. It was insane. Oh my goodness. There's one level that had nothing but tanks. The whole entire level was nothing but tanks. All you heard was theme music, the whole thing. So it was a lot. People do some crazy stuff for Left 4 Dead. It's funny. Flamethrowers, freaking rocket launchers. There's a whole lot of stuff they're modding. Somebody put the Bond gun in there, the one-hit, one-kill Bond gun. Oh my goodness. So that's the kind of fun you can have, you know what I mean? But, you know, consoles, I don't know why console has a problem with that. I think that's fun. They should. You know, console, when they're making about, you're not cheating at the end of the day. If you have it where, console should have it where you have a special lobby for the modders. Let the modders go in there and have fun. And we design stuff at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And then that way people can come in and they can enjoy their work. Because I'm pretty sure they want credit for their work. Why not? I go in there from time to time. I check out what modders did. Some pretty cool stuff going on in there. So let them check out, people can check out the work and stuff like that. And then that way, you know what I mean? That's just for them. You can't use it if you're playing online. You can't. Because again, that would be cheating to have a special ability that other people don't have. Like, you know, you're playing Call of Duty and somebody comes out like the Hawk. You're not winning that one. But other than that, have a lobby specially for other modders. They're all going in. If you want to check it out, you can go in and check it out and see what other modders are doing. Like, wow, that's freaking cool. It's insane. We had a guy in there who modded Burnout Paradise. I got a chance to play with a shopping cart with Boost. A big wheel with Boost. You know how funny it is to play on a big wheel? And the character was on it. You know the guy with the motorcycle with the big head? Remember that? Yeah, so he converted that into, one was the American Green Machine. One was actually with the big wheel. Yes, the big wheel. And it had the power slide on it too. You could drift like crazy with the boost. Freaking, that was a pretty good one. That was actually a pretty good one. People can definitely change their elements and their background, environments, and all that stuff. Yeah. My buddy did it with Skyrim. He made it realistic. It's pretty interesting. Really, really interesting that they can do that stuff. Your console you should be supporting. But now the way console's going, your console's selling out for money. For some reason, I just want to roast some marshmallows. I don't know why. All right, so we got two fans. These are two of these fans are going for the back. These are actually going for liquid cooling. So these two right here will be for my liquid cooling on this side. They're separated from the pack. We don't have them together. They go into a special unit. So they're going to fan control the speed at those RPMs. Cool my system down. Wait a minute. Oh, fans are on this side. Oh, and yeah, I can put the sides light up. Yeah. And we're running through a Molex adapter. The Molex adapter allows you to convert AC power into DC power so you can test out things. Because you don't know if these circuits are running or not, do you? Nope. But these are going to go on other setup. I got these for $20. So, you get people, I see people coming to forum sites and they go, oh, hey, don't do PC, it's so much money, it's so expensive, blah, da, 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 da. You're wasting your money, it's just too costly. Seriously. And people, please stop moving the rock. I mean, really, stop moving it. Just don't, just leave it there. Add another couple of rocks on top of it, just stop moving the rock. They're not expensive. Your console system costs more than a basic built PC. You can get one for like $500. If you don't want to do $500, you can get one cheaper than that. As a matter of fact, they got the thing, the Dell PCs, the desktop ones. They're like your gaming PCs. They got a whole section all over YouTube with all these different people who have heavy credibility in PC modifications and building who talk about this. So it's a piece you can get for like maybe $150. You get your optical drive, which you probably won't use, and you go get your it has a some have an i5, some have an i7 processor. Only thing you have to do is get a low profile graphic card and you're in. That's it. It has everything you need to game off of it. Right from the door. No problem. $150 and let's see for the system. And then you go out and get yourself, and they automatically come with 16 gigabytes of hard drive space, which you're going to have, instead of gigabytes of a RAM, which is already start from the door, and 2 terabytes of hard drive space. So literally, the 2 terabytes is what you have on your system, 16 gigs is what you have, but it's on this system over here too. And you drop in your graphic card, and yeah, bingo, it's your name. Oh, you can go play. And guess what? No online subscription or nothing. Go to Steam, download it, set up an account, done. Finish. Yep. We can't even add these on yet because we have to literally paint this entire case. All right, let's get this thing done. Let me turn my lights on because I know everything works. Get the RGBs in here to change the colors. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. But no, let me say something. I'm not trying to. Let's put it. I can't put it away. The best way to do it. For those people get upset and bitter, angry, and up about the whole thing, they're like, oh, we're just trying to tear down. No, we don't have to tear down console. It did it itself. It gave away your exclusives. It literally did it itself. It tore its system down. That is going to be the all-time dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say out of their mouth. That we're doing it because we're trying to get PC gamers to come over and play our games. If that was the case, then we would have bought your systems and paid majority on your system if that was the case and just discarded PC. We'd have been seeing people not buying any PCs. PC would have been dropped. As a matter of fact, there's more gamers on PC than there is on your console system. So you would have seen that decline automatically if that was the case. No, they said that so you can believe whatever stuff they're going to tell you at the end of the day because, again, they're selling out. They're going to make more money if they wait 4 years for PC to get it, or 2 years to get it, and they give it to you now. You gotta wait 4 years. You think PC cares? No, we got games on here to play. We'll get around to it when we get around to it. When it comes out, we'll play it. Other than that, we don't care. So they're gonna get that money later, in 4 years. But if they do it now, they're gonna get that money. They're gonna get this right here. They're gonna get that over here and here and here. There you go. That's like you getting paid off your paycheck. You want your money now. You want to wait 4 years to get your money. They want their money now. So now they're going to collect. And each one of these are all going to have your game sitting on top of it. People, that's the best way I try to explain it to you. Look, man, I've been around a long time. I've seen game systems come and go. I put money and invested in machines at the end of the day, and they didn't even last that long. I bought a TurboGrafx 16. I'm thinking this thing's going to be around for a while. They didn't last long. I even bought the CD-ROM with it, 400 bucks. Invested a lot of money to this machine. They showed all these cool commercials for it and everything, and I got caught up in the hype of it all, and it went under. There was the Vetrax. Bought that too. Tabletop arcade system that was in black and white. You took the little tiny color sleeves and you put them up there to make things in color. Bought one of them. They didn't last long either. Atari Jaguar. Yeah, they had some insane commercials on that thing, especially for Doom. When I bought Doom, bought Iron Soldier, I bought Alien vs. Predator on it. Didn't last long. It's gone. Yeah. Panasonic CDI. Had one of them. Panasonic 3D2. Had one of them too. With Glets. That would never shut up. Oh my goodness, that was the worst game to ever get. They don't got some better games for it. But then that's got my nerves. But yeah, gone. Coming to the game, so much money in game, it's not even funny how much money I've lost. I know it disconnects, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, it's an investment. You gotta take that chance. It's about taking chances when you do a console. You're not investing for the long term because a new system's going to come out and your system's going to go obsolete. That's what's going to happen. They're going to basically disconnect your server and all that stuff, and you have to start all over again. All over again. Every single time. All over again. You don't really think about how much money you spend. PC gamers, they update their motherboard. They're good for another 10 years, 5 years. Their system just keeps going. But man, when it comes, and you think for some reason people say, well, if you get PC, you constantly got to upgrade to advanced parts to play better. No, you don't. Again, I told you, we don't have to pay that much money to play God of War. None of that stuff. You don't require all that stuff, so you don't. But the console system, you're constantly buying system over and over again. They got the slim version, and they come with this version. This version is supposed to do 4K, but not a Scorpion, none of the crap. You know what I mean? Come on. How many times you going to beat your head against the wall before you realize exactly how much money you have just been blowing on console? It's an investment. I spent a lot of money for TurboGrafx 16. I bought the system for around $300 when it came out. I bought 4 games with it, memory cards, controllers. I spent a lot of money. And then they came with Bonk's Adventure, the CD-ROM. CD-ROM, can you imagine that back then? $400. Plus additional games with it, which means roughly I paid for the money for the CD-ROM, probably about almost close to the price you just paid for a PS5 Pro. Oh man, I got that system in, played it, was amazing. And one day I go down to the store and I see the 3DO up there for 150 bucks. I already knew what was happening. The system was going under. And the games weren't worth nothing at that particular time. You can get the games for like $20, $10 now. And then when I go to trade my system in, I can't get the money I paid for it. I can't get the money I paid for it because the system ain't worth nothing. Neo Geo did it too. And then the, what was it? Atari one. I know Atari's fault was their fault at the end of the day. They made a bad decision. They were going against Nintendo. And they thought at the end of the day, because they had a vast mass library that they could maintain next to the Nintendo. But Nintendo's games were different. They had better graphics and stuff. And they were trying to warn them, like, look, you go against Nintendo, you're going to lose because their games are better. And they thought because they had a bigger library. That didn't work out too well. And then when they came with the Jaguar system, hoping to compete in the field, they didn't last long, did they? Not even the Genesis lasted. That was a hard hit to take right there. When the Genesis went down, that was a really, really hard hit. So it's investment. Investment, and I paid money for the Sega Master System when it came out. I had the Mega Drive, which is the Japanese version when they came out. I had the Genesis 1, Genesis 2. I had the Sega CD-ROM 32X. And I all paid for all that stuff, man. And then their system went down, and that was it. I started all over again. Went back and got myself a Dreamcast. I had the American version and Japanese version of Dreamcast. I paid for all the games. I paid for the controls, the keyboard, the mouse. Paid for the internet service. So I can go online and play the system. I even paid for their subscription for their magazine. You pay for their magazine subscription, you would get updates on your browser, so you can go online and play SegaNet and all the stuff they had on there. paid for memory cards, all that stuff. And this system went under. I still play my Dreamcast to this day, but still, it's not online anymore. People is going to come full circle. You'll be here soon. You're going to see more and more tutorial videos on how to build good gaming PCs for less. Yep. And I like these lights for $20. If you still want you, how far they yellow ribbon. I get these screws from my sister's son. He's building a PC. I'm helping him out, showing him how to do it. He's off consoles, leaving. He's tired of it. That's the next. He's an Xbox fan since day one. He's gone. He don't want to be on it. His friends are all switching over to PC. So he wanted to buy one. I was like, don't you dare buy a PC. Don't you dare buy it. We shall build. And build we shall. He's an AMD guy, so I don't like that. But anyway, still. I'm using AMD for my graphic card, but not for CPU. But anyway, yeah, he wants me to build him one, so we should build. But I'm not going to just build him one. I'm going to show him how to build it. Show him how to troubleshoot it, fix all the parts. Because you know why? You're not going to be calling every 5 minutes because something go wrong. They're like, oh, can you go check it out? I don't have time for him. Teach you how to do it. You troubleshoot and fix your own machine. He'll learn. It's easy. He'll learn really easy. He'll learn it. And I'll show him how to do modifications and all that stuff. Oh. Console gamer. I bid you farewell. Am I upset about the end of console? Some people say console's not ending. It is ending. Who else you got left? Who? Which one did the same thing you guys did. Xbox One basically put other games on multiple platforms. Good luck on basically trying to get somebody to buy your system at the end of the day when I could do it off a cell phone. Which one gave away all their exclusives? They've been doing it since 2020. That long. So good luck with that. Or Apple. Apple took the kind with their own console system. Am I buying one? Yeah, you know why? It's going to be a collector's, that's why. Now that's going to be a collector's. Not that PS5 Pro anniversary nonsense. The PS5 Pro would have been a collector's if they made it differently hardware-wise. Would have helped. They made it different. Now say if that came out with bigger hard drive, better GPU, something way different than the Pro. Say it came with an exclusive controller only made for that system. Everything was exclusive. Only made for that system only. Only made for it. That's what makes it a collector's item. Not that the only thing that makes it a collector's item because you got a case on it that pretty much anybody can just 3D print that thing at the end of the day. So not making anything. There's nothing special about it. But the Apple system, there is something special about it. You know why? There isn't a lot of them. They only made one system. That was years ago, and it didn't do well. Even if the system doesn't do well, I like the fact to know that I own one. That's why it's a wild card system. That's like an AT&T came out with a gaming system. That's something I would buy. Because it's collectors. Maybe because those games become collectors. You become collectors. I'm going out. And I'm buying console. All the console. The rare games, they're hard to get games, real rare ones that are on disc. Because digital's gonna wipe all that out. And there's gonna come a time when people tell me, yeah, I remember when games used to come out on disc. That was a long time ago now. Now they just, it's the future now. Now they just basically program it into your brain. I'll tell you something, one thing. Man has tried to control everything on the planet. Everything. Can't control. We want 1% to be able to control a human being. I'm pretty soon they're going to put microchips in people. You believe that? I think I do. I think it's going to happen. They tried it the first time. with those GPS chips. Did a couple way back. I forgot what state it was. They did a couple. I think I don't know. I don't know if it was the wife or the husband, but one of them had Alzheimer's, and they put it in that person because they figured it'd be an easy way maybe to find them. They used to do it for dogs. They do it for dogs. Still do it for dogs. You find your dogs, but they tried did a human. Yeah, you want that in your head. Or the Fifth Element, we pulled that track right out of the nose. You're gonna be going through that freaking fiasco in your bathroom. See, we got people up there that figuring that they should allow presidents to be to write any law. I mean, if they made it mandatory that you had to be chipped, you have to put a little microchip in your head. It's mandatory. In order for you to work, like, same thing with, well, COVID was different. COVID was a disease. The disease was wiping people out. It was a virus. Yeah, people in such denial talking about, oh, it's not real. So let me get this 200, 300, 400, a couple thousand body bags sitting back there with humans back there who died. That's all fake. Yeah, you live in a freaking, you're not accepting reality. And then COVID, after COVID, COVID came with a lot of mental issues for people. A lot. There's no way in the world to be able to, there's some people still suffering from it. There's no way in the world to be able to process that. It's virtually impossible. It was too big of a hit. Too big of a hit. Yeah, people understand it, like, I feel fine, but there's a lot of people that are unhinged. And the reason why they're unhinged, imagine you're locked in your house, as we all were, and you can't go anywhere. And you got people that you know have died from it. You can't go see them. You can't be around them because they're sick. So you never got closure. And because people aren't able to get closure about what happened, they just, there are a lot of people out there that are trying to keep it together every single day, and sometimes they just lose it. Whew. Yeah, there's just not enough psychiatrists on the planet to be able to fix that mess. You got to go to God over it. There's no way in the world. It's too many. Psychiatrists were booked. They were booked. If I'm just pronouncing it right, correct. I apologize, but yeah, they're booked. Now they got free therapy sessions, all that stuff, you know. But yeah, that put people through a whole lot more stress than they've ever used to being through. There's a lot of stress for people to go through. But let me explain something to you before I leave out of here, because I got some things I got to do. Remember when I told you at the end of the day that, well, I don't vote? Now, somebody say, well, you don't vote. Anybody can come in office and do whatever they want. And that's the problem, because you think it's man's world at the end of the day, and it's not. It's God's world. Man can't come and do anything he wants. It doesn't belong to him. That's like your house is yours, right? Belongs to you. Backyard is yours, right? Can your neighbor hop over your gate and just say black paint and throw it in your lawn and break all your windows? Can't do that, can you? It's your property, right? So you can't do that. He'll be punished for it. So that's why there'll be no World War III. There'll be no nuclear wars. There'll be no invasion of this. There'll be none of that at all, period. Because man thinks he has power, but he doesn't have any at all, period. This is God's world. He controls it all. I don't vote for these presidents because at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. All of them. I see them all do the same. Biden, all of them. Obama, all of them. They all do the same thing. They're men. That's what they are. They're no gods. They're men. They get greedy. They're selfish and all that stuff. They do. Power changes them. They're men. That's what they are. If you study history, and I study a lot about history, you will watch power basically constantly corrupt and change people down through time. It's been going on forever. You know, some do less than others. Some are worse than others. But all the same, they're the same. And yet they do try their hardest to be the best they can be, they can't. Because the system which they walked into is corrupt. Can't change something that was like that before you started. And they won't allow you to either. They'll throw you a couple of bones. Get up there and dance for us, and that's it. That's the end of it. Some people choose to play with them, some people don't. But at the end of the day, that these powerful men out there who think at the end of the day they run the world, you don't run nothing at all. The very blood that pushes through your heart right now, if God decides to say you are no more, you don't exist anymore. All the money in the world won't save you. Imagine a rich man that lays on his deathbed, waiting for the little short bits of time that are a lot of wiring. Okay, we're back. But yeah, a rich man that sits on top of his bed. And mind you, had the money to move the earth, to do this, to do that. Thought he had all this power. This is when they realize they're frail and they're nothing. They can't do anything. They can't stop it. All the money in the world won't add 1 minute to it at all, period. They have to accept what's going to happen to them. And that's when they realize how frail they are. Yep. Everybody has to go down that road. Everybody. No one has immortality. That's why you have to see the world. All these presidents and dictators and whatever you may be, they all have to cross that line. We all have to, because we don't have immortality. We have to cross that line. Once you cross that line, when you're on the other side, that's when it becomes forever. That's what's waiting for you. Whatever it's on the other side, what you did, whether you served one or the other, it's waiting for you forever. You know, I realized that you had somebody pass out of your life, and you go back and look at all their possessions. They're here, but they're not here. All your gold, all your riches, everything you worked for will stay right here on this planet. And you'll go to the next life. But over there, it's forever. Over here, it's not forever. Isn't it interesting? You can obtain the world at your fingertips, and it's not forever. When you pass to the next life, it will be forever. Oh. If God allows it to be, then it will be. If not, He won't. It's His world. It all belongs to Him. So all these men of power at the end of the day that may be up there cheering and laughing and think they control the world, they control nothing at all. They think they do. They just don't. Look back at all the rulers and emperors, Julius Caesar, kings and queens that thought they had all that power. Where are they now? Are they here? No. Then forever. Wherever they serve, that's where they'll be at forever. Look at a queen who waged war, and men who fought in battle. Their precious armor and horses, their swords, a king's gold, his many ships and castle, gone. Their possessions stay here. They're auctioned off in auction houses. I saw something one time, I thought it was interesting. How it was this cup. I don't know what it stood for. It was this cup. And this cup had great wars behind it, because I know whoever possessed its cup, I guess they thought it possessed it power or whatever it was. And they had wars. I mean, literally wars over this cup. And these wars went back and forth for centuries. To now, for this same cup to end up in an auction room where people are doing this. Just putting up, that's the war at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. And even for the person who wins that person will pass off this earth, and that cup will stay right there. All the money they put down in that cup will stay right here on this planet, and it'll pass right through. That bidding for that object will go on and on and on. And each person that touches it will not own it. It's kind of deep, ain't it? But it's true. You own nothing on this planet. Not even your own soul. You own nothing at all. Not a thing. You don't even own time. Time is running through you right now. As I speak right now, time is pushing through me. You age. You're slowly aging. Those you remember looking back at like 5 years old and boom, now you're in your 50s. How fast it travels. One minute you'll be having this conversation, next minute you'll be 60, then 70, and then there'll be no more. You'll be lucky to reach 80, 90 years old if you're lucky, because the average man doesn't live that long. Young people I find interesting because they don't see it yet until they get older. How rapidly changes so quickly. One minute you're single, next you're in a relationship, then you're married, then you have kids, your kids have kids, you're a grandparent, your kids have kids, and as you get older and older and older, you realize that my time is here, that fast. That's why I tell you people at the end of the day, don't build your treasures on this earth, build your treasures in heaven. What's on this earth is going to stay here. You will not take it with you. You build your treasures in heaven, when it's your time, you will enjoy your treasures in heaven. But you won't enjoy the treasures here. No way in the world, no. Everything in this earth is designed to decay, fall apart. Everything I have in front of me, I take this into consideration. It goes, oh man, it's going to be mine forever. No, well, this stuff is going to be here on the earth till I die. It's going to stay right here, all of it. Somebody else is going to basically probably throw that in the trash and throw probably all this stuff in the trash, you know, because there's no value to them. Maybe value to me when I was here, but no value to them. Do I care about it? No. What do I care? I'm going to see Jesus. I couldn't care less. I'm good. I am happy. I'm going to see my Lord and see my mother. I'm good. Yep. That's why these men that see a great power, who think they have control of the world and they think they have control of all things, they have no control of nothing at all. They just don't know how less control they have. They don't know it. They don't know it. It'll come to them soon. They'll realize it. Everybody has to realize it. Those that are saved don't see the world that way. Those that are saved don't see these men as a threat to them or anything to them or whatsoever. Anything that Trump does doesn't affect me at all in any way whatsoever. You know why? I serve God. That's why. Doesn't make a difference. Famine can hit the earth. Everybody can basically go. We don't go under. We're still here. God provides for it. He protects his own. Whatever decisions they make, we still are blessed to get to where we need to get to because we serve God. So whatever they do, whatever decision, or they write into law, doesn't mean anything at all, period. Because God fights the battles of his Christians. Yep. Will that fan fit in there? Just curious about that. It will fit over in there. Let's see. Let's take one of these apart. We gotta take them right in, right? Need more legs to daylight. Some more legs, more legs, more legs. Keep that body running more high. Wait. Then we gotta have two of these. They're running to there, but we're gonna need extenders for those because we're definitely going to separate those. Definitely extenders. I gotta go through the other side to get to that. Yep, yeah. I tried to. One thing I miss about streaming was talking about God. I like talking about God. I like talking about Jesus. I said, better not pull it out. I know next time, don't go around showing freaking copyrighted material like I did the last time. I was a no. They told me I was being what I got 30 days for 1 month. 30 days. All right, you got our fans separated. You got to keep them separated. Watch this. That fits perfectly. You know what fits perfectly to this seat right here? These are the containers. We get the container juice, from the store. And they have those plastic tops to them. Plastic tops like this right here. Like the plastic top for these containers. This is exactly the same size as a 120 millimeter fan. Did you know that? Yep. A roll of tape that you get, packing tape, is the same size as an 80 millimeter fan. Same size. That's how you do your tray cells right there. But this is not going to fit in there, so we're going to have to put this out here. But I'll put that there. How high does that fit? Oh, these fans are bulky big. They're bulky. I have to make that exhaust fan. Oh. So hopefully, you never know. Somebody may be hearing me talk about God, and they might say, you know what, I'm going to start reading the Bible. You never know. And become a Christian. There are people who had the worst day of their life. And everything just fell apart around them. Ended up going into a hotel, and right there, they see a Bible and start reading it, and wake up a completely different person. Completely different person. Changed. And I'll tell you that story like, yep, I was in a hotel and lost everything. And so, you know what? Life ain't worth living no more. I'm tired of it. As I laid in that bed, I went into that cabinet that sits there, and I saw a Bible. And I said, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'm going to read it. The next you know, they're reading it. And they're really into it. They're reading that book. Now they're running around trying to find a store to buy a Bible at. Because they want to continue reading that book. They take it everywhere they go. And as they start to read through it, they start to know more and more about God. And God starts speaking to them and talking to them. And they get more connected. And next you know, they get into a church and they get themselves baptized. And they wash away their sins. Because they realize that I'm in this dirty vessel. I got to wash, before I get that spirit from the Lord, I got to wash you out this bottle. I got to wash all my sins away. And that's what they do. They accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. And that person's life changes. What happened? Forever thankful that God saved their life. Completely different person. Like, wow, what happened to you? Like, I fell on God. I'm happy. Life changed. For the better. Biggest regret you have is you wish you would have found him sooner. Everything is much happier. That's why I tell naysayers, when you send me nasty stuff in the day, you can't harm me. You can't take away my joy. I serve God. I'm happy. When I see that, I know who you serve. And I know what you serve, it's going to try to take your life. You already told me, when you send me over stuff like that, you told me who you serve. You serve the devil. And since I know of the devil, because I did serve him at one point in my life, I know he's got plans for you. And his plans are to kill you. Take your life as fast as he can, so he can get you on the opposite side, or he can have you for himself forever. So I know when you send me stuff like that, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt me one bit. Because I know who you serve. I know who told you to say that. The devil told you to say it, because God didn't tell you to say those things. So, that being said, it just lets me at the end of the day that, yeah, whatever just told you to say that, it is definitely making plans to take your life. And when people sit and say, oh, the devil's not trying to kill me, oh, yes, the freak he is. What good are you to him? Can you give him power? No. Can you give him money? No. What can you give the devil right now? Not a thing. Except for your everlasting damnation. That's all you can give to him. You can't say your soul, because technically you can't give the devil your soul, because the soul belongs to God. You're going to give him your everlasting damnation. That's where you're going to be at. You're going to burn in that lake with him. So, you don't have anything for him. And he's scared to death, because he's afraid that you may find God in the process. God may choose to save you. Ah, shoot, I almost had him. He was that close. And that quick God just came in and snatched him up. I was that close. Ah, go find somebody else. That's what he's afraid of. He's afraid that you'll find God. But if you can keep your head twisted up and keep you in the nonsense and the craziness of it all and keep playing with your mind, he can keep you in his little circle with him. So hopefully, they can find someone that's a perfect match to you. Maybe get you in an argument with them, or maybe get them to start something with you so they can take your life. That's what they do. They play games. Demons all sit there and play games. Mind you, the devil didn't fall on the earth by himself. He came with an army. Came with a legion of angels, bad angels too, fallen. He's not by himself. There's others. And they play these little games with you all day long. Let's take this person. We get this person right here is corrupt, doing dirty stuff right here. And we got this person right here. He's corrupt, doing dirty stuff right here. And we got the Christian right here. Let's try to get him to attack the Christian. But it don't work because the Christian's protected by God. See? That's God. They can't get to that Christian. And they try. They try different areas, try to get around here and here. They can't get to him. They're trying this way. They can't get to him because God protects that Christian. Now, the Christian has to learn that even though these guys are trying to get to him, he can't get himself involved with the devil. Because the devil will try to come behind him and try to whisper in his ear like, look, I want you to go attack them. Go destroy them. Don't let them get away with what they're doing to you. You go attack them. And God's saying, no, don't listen to the demon. Don't listen to him at all. Because he's going to get you over here where they can get to you. I want you to stay behind me. I'll protect you. Don't worry about that. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You stay here. And they'll keep getting a little bickering on. And the devil's getting tired of it. Oh, I'm tired of this game. It ain't going to work. Let me figure something else. He starts whispering in his ear to attack this person now. And they get into arguments. And they get to fighting and carrying on. Now, if the Lord does not step in the middle of that right here, these two will attack each other. And this one may kill this one, and this one may kill that one. Either way, one of you are going to go. He's going to make sure of it. And that means one is going to go to hell and meet the demon, and the other one's going to go through the prison system. Now, he may get saved. God may call out to him, and he may find God, and he may get saved. And now, he's over there. This one's already in hell. Or he cannot listen to God. And somebody else can come along and they can bring him to the picture and kill him. And now he's in hell. That's the game to play with your life. Now, Steve, when I was out there running the streets, I was here. And God was way back here. And he was calling out to me, but I wasn't listening to a word he was saying. So what the Lord had to do is he had to get my attention. Because he had plans for my life. Because I was one of the ones to be chosen to be on that list. That's why he fought so hard to get me where I'm at. Even though I denied him, he fought very hard. So what the Lord did was, the Lord went up and just wiped all of this away. Everything. Put me in the middle. There's nothing around me. Because I went into the prison system. There's nothing. None of these people, enemies are all gone. There's nothing there. The people I was warring with, the people I was fighting with, they weren't there. I'm in prison now. They're not there. They're out there in the street doing whatever. So now I'm in here. And as I sit in here, I have other people in here with me, DA, judges, and all that are trying to send me into a system with people like this, but far worse. For 80 years, 40 to 80 years. But my Lord says, nope, that one's mine. And I stayed there with the Lord in that place. And when the time came, the Lord said, okay, time for you to go. Walk before the Lord, get saved. And I got saved and became a Christian. And now these people here, they can't touch me. Because my Lord is right there to have my back. So for you naysayers, you can't touch me. I've been a Christian for a very long time. I've seen things that you would not even be able to explain. I've seen demons, all kinds of stuff you would never be able to explain. And I've seen how my Lord has protected me through everything that I've gone through in life. Way before I even started all this, I was a man of God. So when you come and question my world and who I am and my relationship with my Lord and Savior, you don't know the trouble you're getting yourself into. I got to start designing some pieces, like chess pieces, to show basically how God protects his people. Yep. So, now when the time comes, and I pass off this earth, I'm going home. Because I was chosen. And thank God I listened. I denied him for a long time. I did. I fought every tooth and nail not to listen to him. But he was determined to have me serve him. And that's what I wanted. I should have done, but I didn't do it right. And he basically moved everything out of my life. Because my mom's a Christian woman. She's a Christian woman. She tried to get us close to the Lord. And she tried, and I didn't want it. And he moved everything out of the way. So now I can't see anybody. I just see nothing. I just see my world around me for what it is. The Lord said, no, you're not going to go. You're not going to be locked up. The DA sat there and told my mom from the day, oh, your boy's going to go to jail for a long time. He was looking at minimum 40, maybe 80 years in jail. And my mom said, he ain't going to jail. He's going to do some time. He has to. He has to pay for what he's done. But he ain't going to do what you think he's going to do. And they tried. Nope. I'm here right now. The Lord saved my life twice. He saved my life where I didn't spend the rest of my life in prison. And he saved my life because he allowed me not to go to hell. So if you think at the end of the day that your insults and death threats and whatever you try to do at the end of the day, it's going to affect me, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Because that's the Lord right there who basically saved my life twice. Probably a lot more than that than I probably could ever know how the devil tried to come at me and try to take my life. You're bringing destruction upon your own head. And as I said before, your life is not forever. If the Lord decides to call back which is belong to him and you're not ready, then you'll meet with the evil one. He's going to take what belongs to him. Now, you can sit there and you can curse and carry on to me and say, oh, you're trying to scare me. I'm not trying to scare you. It's actually going to happen. It's a real thing. It's going to happen to you. You'll get your life together with God. You're going to go in another place for eternity. Forever. That's what's going to happen. With the things that are coming up, with the events that are coming up, with some people that are going to go through the prison system, that's an area where people meet God quick in there. It's an area where you can easily be removed off this earth. Not a place you want to go into. I did it for 8 years and 9 months. It was supposed to be 10 years, but I got to go out on good behavior. Yep. Yes, sirree. And now I'm right here, a change man, sitting here building my cardboard PCs, new technology coming out, and getting ready to take the next stage. And you believe that? Person that he was locked up in the system, getting all kinds of trouble. Here I am, a businessman. And those of you who went out and sat there and said that my Lord's, the product he gave all before me, you called me a scammer, right? You called me a thief. You called me all these things, right? You know what else you called a scammer and a thief? You called God the same thing. He's the one that blessed me with all this knowledge and technology. You called God that. You called God a scammer, a thief. That's what you did. When you attacked one of his own, you attacked him too. So, like I said, if he decides today to take your life, what can you do? Nothing at all. Not a thing. Accept your fate and go. But remember, you never got, if you didn't get saved, you didn't do things right, you know where you're going. And on that side, you can't get forgiveness. You can't get mercy. And the person who's been talking to you, telling you all those things in the day, you'll get a chance to meet it. I didn't say it was a person, I said it. You'll get a chance to meet it. So I know what's waiting for you. When people act up and carry out for the hatred and anger, I know what's waiting for you. I know what's coming for you. I know it sits in your house and watches you. Because you don't put God first, you put the devil first. When you do that kind of stuff like that, you put the devil first. So he's in the house watching. He's with you, with your kids, your family. He's in there with you. Yep. You invite that into your house. You have to understand, you're talking about Satan at the end of the day. He does not care whether you have kids, family. He don't care about that. And it means nothing to him. Your life means nothing to him. You're someone to collect. That's it. He's there to collect what belongs to him. Whatever he's got to do to get you to do what you got to do to get you in some kind of situation where he can strip you from where you're at right now to put you in an area where he can make things a little bit more harder for you so you can collect even faster, you're going to do it. I don't know why. PC feels wider than the other one. It is big though. It's a big case. I needed. I'm gonna build the whole steam pump. The neon sign. I gotta put the neon sign in. I'm gonna order my mother. I'm gonna motherboard in here. I need my motherboard can figure exactly where we can put the. I'm gonna put my neon sign in. Eat at Cyber Joe's. Cyber Joe's. Let me see. Cyber Joe's. Cyber Joe's. Cyber Joe's. Cyber Joe's. Eat at Cyber Joe's. All right, I have some things I got to take care of. I'll work on this in a little bit. But now, naysayers, I know what the devil's going to say to you for you. I'm going to say it. He's going to tell you that the reason why he's saying that because we're putting pressure on him and we're causing damage to him. Really? You haven't learned anything after all these years? You really haven't learned nothing of this? Look at your lives right now. You didn't learn anything yet? Oh, okay, whatever. You know, same thing happened to Pharaoh when he started chasing children of Israel to the Red Sea. You see how that turned out for him, right? He got crushed and he was killed. Didn't learn much, did he? You know, just watch freaking, you know, fire rain from heaven and frogs and locusts and mosquitoes and flies and everything else in the face of the sun. You watch the stock die and you know, animals died, all kinds of the plagues and things that went on, and the firstborn son died, and that wasn't enough for you? Oh, gee whiz, man. Well, you know, hey, ended up to his demise. So I tell you this because I'm warning you. I don't hate you at the end of the day. I don't hate you for you. I got to take it to court and sue you because I have to. It's law. I have to. You attack my company and all that, they're going to take it to court and sue you. That's why I had to pray before the Lord. I had to pray for him. I said, Lord, I don't want to do this out of anger. I don't want to do this out of hatred. I want to do this on the fact that people attacked me, and that's why I want to handle it that way. Lord, take all that hatred, anger out of me, and that's how I'm handling it. I don't hate you for it. I don't hate you at the end of the day. I feel sorry for you because I know what's coming for you. But I have to take it to court and I have to sue you because that's going to happen. And you're going to go to jail. There's no way around that one right there. You're definitely going to go to jail. So, again, that's to say a whore, but the road you're on right now, I've been warning you, told you, been telling you and telling you and telling you. You have to understand the world's a crazy, interesting place. You could feel fantastic when you wake up today and you could have a heart attack in your backyard. The fact that you're able to get up every single day and go back to your home is a blessing from God. It ain't got to be that way. You can have a heart attack anywhere. There are people who lift weights every single day. Health nuts, gurus, and they have heart attacks when they die. So anything could happen when you're out there. Now, for all your life is like a candle in the wind. Candle wind. That's what. Yeah. I'm trying to do but song he does. I forget one of them did it anyway. Your life is frail. Here 1 minute, go on the next, just like that. So you're out there living your life and carrying on and acting up. Anything could happen, and you don't exist anymore. That's why you better walk around with that whole armor of God. Because the devil, your adversary, stirs around and walks around like a lion, looking to see whoever he can devour. I think if people got a chance to see what goes on in between that world, it probably would scare the living daylights out of you. That you were sitting around that. People that are Christians, they sit around angels. People that serve the devil sit around demons. And demons are sitting right next to you, smiling and laughing at you. You don't see it. You don't see it at all. It's like you can have demons outside your house, and they watch a Christian walk out the door. They see a burning cross on his forehead, and they stay far away from him because they don't want that at the end of the day. They watch him walk out that door, and they watch another angel, another angel, another angel, another angel walk right up behind them. And they go, nope, we don't want that. They look to the other house, and they see someone walking with no cross on his forehead. And they all jump off that gate and run toward him. That's what you're getting yourself into. It's the only best way to put it, you know. If you saw what whispers in your ear and tells you to do the evil things that you do, it would terrify your very soul. It would. If you saw exactly what talks to you It would terrify you. It would. It watches you. That's why I'm glad that I put things in God's hands, because I know there are things out there that are watching me every single day. And I know at the end of the day, they see my Lord's angels watching them too. That's why they go in a different direction. They go, oh, heck no. He's saved. He's a Christian man. I ain't going in that direction. No way. No way. Let me void that one and go in a different direction. Oh, there's one over there. He's not even saved. Look at him. I don't think the paint job's going to block the fan. I don't mind getting a little yellow on the fan, because I want the fans to do have a little bit of a colorish art to them. A little splatter design on them. Let me just put one over there. See what it looks like. Where's my, where's some? Oh, snap. I wish I had some of these things. Yeah, I remember for a long time my mom used to warn me and tell me there were things out there watching me, and I thought it was a joke until I actually seen them. She was not joking. You think you're the baddest person on the face of the planet? There's something out there looking right at you, and like, you have no idea what bad is at the end of the day. I guarantee they're probably smiling at you like, wait till you meet me. Got you talking. They can right now mimic you. They take their hand and they do this, and you start talking. They control your mouth. Prince of the Air controls your mouth. He starts doing this, you start speaking. He tells you how to say it, this, that, and the other. The only problem is that you're going to have another person talking the same nonsense too. But except for this one's a little bit different than you, because this is the one that will take you out. And he's going to keep you barking and barking and barking until you bumping this guy, and there you go. You got the perfect match to go. And when you pass off this earth, and you go into the next life, and you see what you were talking to you will, I can imagine. The horror must be insane. Screaming and screaming. I know you must scream. Nobody can hear you in there. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You can cry out to Jesus all you want, and he can't hear you. Jesus can't help you. Where are you going to? Oh, the more less that is going to. He can't help you. You ever had a dream? Demons can come to you in your sleep. God comes in your sleep too. Demons come in your sleep too. You had a dream the devil was in your sleep, in your dream, and you're running and screaming, and you're calling out to God to save you. Come in and feel like somebody's pushing pressure on your back. You can't move. It's called a witch on your back. It's not a witch on your back. It's something else. It's a demon on your back. That's what it is. And you can hear everything, but you can't move. And you're calling out to God. It's like your hands are locked down. You can't move your hands up. You can feel your body, or you feel your mind just trying to wake up, but you can't. You can't wake up. Like you're going into this deep trance, and you know it's something on top of you. It's not good. And you're calling out to God. You're pleading His name, Jesus, 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 save me, Jesus, Jesus, save me, save me, save me, save me. And you come up out of it. I've been went through that before, yeah. But in this, when you go over there, Jesus can't hear you. So my mom told me there were things that walked around in this world that at the end of the day, that she hopes I never see. I saw them. I saw a few of them. I saw enough to know that at the end of the day, I'm not alone on this planet ever. You know, that's what the Lord needed me to see, because I was so caught up in the devil's world at one point that I was serving these things. I was hanging with these things. I was around these things. I didn't know exactly what was having conversations with me. When I got saved and became a Christian, I saw things, man. I saw things at the end of the day. I hope I never see it as long as I live. I hope I never see them again. I saw things. I realized that we are not alone. And if you think they only come at night, they don't come at night. They come in the day too. They know who you are. They know everything about you. They've been watching you. That's why. Yep. When that man was in his car, I'm not gonna play that clip because I know what it was. That man was in his car, and that woman walked up out of nowhere. She walked right to his car, started arguing with him, and she reached out and growled like a dog. She was demon possessed. Yep. She had touched him. She would try to they can transfer through your body through touch. That's why them two old women walked up on me in broad daylight. I knew what they were too. When I skated, I didn't see that first. When I skated over, I got real close. I was like, "Oh no, this is not good." And I started praying under my breath, praying to the Lord, 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 protect me, Lord, protect me. I know it wasn't sitting in front of us. Two of them sitting right in front of me. Never, ever, ever. But I've seen some crazy stuff. I don't think that was the craziest, but yeah, it was interesting. It was. I wouldn't say interesting. It was something I don't ever want to do again as long as I live. I just don't ever want to see it again, ever again. But I had to see it. The Lord had to put me through that process. It was a process for a few months. I was seeing demons, a lot of them. And the Lord had to put me through that process. So I can tell you, don't ever do this again. Don't travel down that road again, ever. This is what you were talking to. Out of nowhere. It just popped up out of nowhere. And they had the stench on it. The stench was horrible. It smelled like rotten flesh. It was horrible. Like nothing. Unbelievable. Yeah. I just backed up slowly. And I told him I had to go. Polite. Don't be scared, Lord. Don't be threatening. Because mind you, what are you going to use Satan to take out Satan? That don't go well. Polite and pray. Back it up. I got to go. Skate it off. The Lord said, do not turn around. I didn't turn around and look. I prayed and when I got all the way home, told my mother what I saw. And she said, yeah, I saw demons. Yep. So, all these people on this planet, big millionaires and stuff, you're not saved, you're not with God. You think you're the biggest, baddest thing on the face of the planet? Well, guess what? There's something way worse than you could ever be in a million years, trillion years. They're sitting right beside you and watching you every single day somehow. Just counting the time. A little bit longer, just a little bit longer. Because you can't be here forever. Nobody can. And they're just waiting for your time to kick in. Can you imagine what the hospital must be like? Angels and demons. Angels coming to collect what belongs to them, and demons in to collect what belongs to them also. And angels feeling sad because this person could have been saved, and this person denied God. They didn't want any part of God. And now the devil sits there and just waits for them. Waits for their time to run out so he can take them. People don't realize that when you walk through hospitals, that's what's in there sometimes. That's what actually is in there all the time, yeah. Waiting to collect what belongs to them. Yep. Imagine if you had a drug dealer in one room, murdered and killed people, and that night he just happened to get shot pretty bad where he's going to die on that table. And you got another person over there that served God all his life. He's about to pass off to the next life. Angels are in his room waiting for him, and demons are in the other. And I'm pretty sure the demons see the angels too. They're probably gritted at him with a row of sharp razor teeth. We have one. We'll get more. I'm pretty sure they have conversations that more than angels that we don't, The angels already know from the door. They serve God. That was a very, very arrogant person. He ain't even a person. He's a demon. They don't know what. He's not even a human species. He's not at that period. And he's such denial that he really thinks he's going to win that war. That's why I tell people that call themselves being devil worshippers, and I'll tell you right from the door, how dumb can you be? You serve the devil. You think the devil's so intelligent, so smart. That's what you think, right? How in the world are you going to attack God if he knows what you're going to do before you do it? Do you know how possible if you had you're doing a fight, and the person who you were fighting knew every move you were going to do before you were going to do it, you couldn't even pre-think it. He knew everything before you were going to do it. There was just no way around it. Why would you even take on that challenge? And there were other angels that believed in he was going to be able to overthrow God. Where would you think this would have worked? And that's what you serve. And people get up there and say, well, I serve him because of blah, 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 and so he gives me power. You don't have any power. You may think you have power among people that are not saved, but you walk into a person who's a 100% Christian, you ain't got no power. I saw it when I read that God Love You track. Wait for my heat gun to blow up and do something over here. That God Love You track, where that girl moved in and went into that Catholic school with them girls. And those girls were devil worshippers. And they saw her praying, they hated her because she prayed. They got around some kind of seance ritual and thought they sent this demon out of a portal to come torment her. That demon came back angry, extremely angry. Barely alive. Broken, torn, cut, ripped, you name it. What they did to him over there, it didn't go well. Came back extremely angry and said, you didn't tell me she was a Christian. Yeah, because they know they can't go against God. You never told me she was a Christian. I almost died. An army of angels waiting for him. Yep. And he took out that anger on them. He tormented them. So, yeah. They know their place. Just like when Jesus came back, and Jesus was sitting there, and when Jesus came the first time, which is the first coming of Christ, and he came and he walked up on them demons, the demons jumped out and said, "You're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here? It's not the hour yet. It's not the time yet. You're not supposed to be here. We got more time than this. Now you're breaking your contract. You're not supposed to be here." Because God doesn't go back on his word. Even they knew who Jesus was, and they were terrified. All Jesus had to do was just say, go. Command them, they go. Can't be around God. Alright, we got glue gun in hand. I gotta get me I want a cordless glue gun. I want to do advanced. I love this glue gun so much. It's done so much work for me. It built this. But I want to get like a cordless glue gun. Advanced cordless glue gun. Oh. Oh. Yes. It's got a magnifying glass on it. Alright, we got to upgrade our glue gun to clueless, to cordless. Can I get one of those like a Gears of War gun? I can cut and basically at the same time. The same time, it'd be cool. I want a Gears of War gun. Wait. We put the fans on. Where's the air coming at? Because remember, these are going out for these are going for your whatchamacallit too. Oh, Mother George, shit, plug those in. Are these the back or the front or front of the back? Because I do not want hot air blowing into my I don't want hot air blowing into my my cooling system because I can short it out. I know people say, oh, here he goes again talking about Jesus. Yeah, here I go again talking about Jesus. I'm continuing to talk about Jesus every single time I come on and talk about Jesus. Because you know why? Because you need to be saved. If that bothers you at the end of the day for me to talk about Jesus, then you need to be saved. You need to find God. Change your life. That's what you need. If not, the devil will change it for you. You don't want that one. I like these lights. I need to get little tabs on them. Usually they come with a little whatchamacallits on the end, but this one has these. Okay, oh, what you doing, Bird? You forgot to get the cooling side. Which side is going to cool me? Your special way. What more can I say? Okay, so the cool air is coming out this side right here. So I mean, this is right here. They used to have little markings that tell you which way, but now you got to figure it out. So that's cool right there. All right, so it'd be the other way around. Yeah, it'd be this way. Gotta find God. I tell you, beautiful testimonies from Jesus. Beautiful, wonderful testimonies of how good God is. When we was locked up in that place, they had a cake in there. Oh, my goodness. I almost forgot about that blessing. There's so many of them. The Lord bless you. Unbelievably bless you. But I remember they had a cake in there. It was good, man. And I got a sweet tooth. They didn't get a lot of sugar in there at the end of the day. My mom bought me what she could, but you know, it's a long travel there where I was at. So days had to go without sugar. And I remember they had this cake, man. It was good, man. It was a good cake. And I asked, uh, I asked the guy how often do we get this cake, and he said, well, you know, get it once a month here and there. I remember I went to sleep that night. Before I went to sleep that night, I said, Lord, it'd be a blessing if I could get that cake tomorrow. Came downstairs, sat down, opened up the tray, and a piece of cake was right there. Second day I had cake. Came back in, sat down, third day I had cake, fourth day, fifth day. That went on for a solid month. I had so much cake that even the inmates didn't want cake anymore. They was giving me their cake. They couldn't take it anymore. They was just so much cake. Cake every day for almost 2 months. So much cake was piling up on my plate. That's how amazing God is. I got testimonies like that to give because I've been with the Lord for a long time. Yep, every day. That cake. Man. Every day. I never get to the blessing of that cake. Every day. They told me to get that cake once a month if we lucky. And I prayed and asked the Lord, and I got cake every single day. I said, Mr. Williams to understand, of course, be a man of God. At the end of the day, he'll sit there and say, oh, he makes so many screen paints, he must be a scammer. No, I make all these screen paints because my Lord gives me that blessing to be to do so. I say, be careful about mentioning out of your mouth and talking about the Lord that way. Fan is on. I gotta put grills on this, man. I think it's freaking me out. Why don't they put grills on fans anymore? You used to put grills on them. But they don't. Where's that? Taco! Taco the Mario! You live in stereo! Schnick boy? Schnick boy. Taco schnick boy. He sounds like a schnickles. Happy as a man. Happy as a man. Really? Why don't we just get the go on that side? Man. Oh, snap. I wish I had some glow sticks over here. But you're not going in. Now you went in. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Wait. Where's the whatchamacallit at? Mother freaking fairy Jerry cakes. Jerry cakes. Wait. No. I'd rather have it done that way instead, because then we have the whatchamacallit there and it hits something, clicking and cracking. I have to make a fork for that. Hold on a minute, I'll show you what I'm doing. Jimmy the kick it in quality cakes. Quality cakes. Jimmy the kick it in quality cakes. On quality cakes. On quality cakes. Quality cakes. Talking about the snipples, people. I get overwhelmed when I talk about Jesus. You know why? Because he is freaking amazing. Oh, really? Where did the whatchamacallit go to? Over here. Duh. Next thing I gotta invest on a longer glue stick gun. No worse than the System 32. don't know where it's in System 32. There's a story. You ever had a cat System 32 keyboard before? I have. Not Taco, he didn't do it. I had another cat a long time ago that did it. Gave my keyboard a System. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Gave my system a System 32. Not Blink 32. System 32. Yep. Have them listen to you. Let's see one of those babies. Put our little droplets in. Now, does this basically damage your fan? No. Not at all. Not at all. Does it stay? Yeah, it does. I prefer to glue them in, and I'll tell you why. They snap right off. This is a very glue that stays. It's permanent. Not permanent, but you can pop them off. You see me separate boxes and rebuild them again. Yeah, so easy to do. Easy just to snap them in, glue them, be done. That's basically about it. And when you get done, you pull it off, and the glue peels right off. Easy. Peels right off the surface. Yep. And it was never there. That's why I like it. But later on, I'll show you how we'll build one that involves nuts and bolts for your cardboard setup. I got the Spider-Man part. I never forget, my sister had this guy named Bob. Bob went through some real bad stuff in life. Really, really, really bad. He was one of the people that was testifying at my sister's church when I was up in Delaware. I went through all of it, man. I mean, all of it. Drug abuse, child abuse. We've been through a lot of bad stuff. You would never know that from Bob. Bob was the most happiest person I've met in my entire life. Bob made other people happy. He just had that energy about him. And the reason why, because he's a man of God. He was so in love with Jesus. He was. But if you sat there and heard Bob talk, you'd break out in tears. Bob went through a really bad life. You know. Bob was almost committed suicide a couple of times. Almost tried to commit suicide a couple of times. He had a really bad life. But you see Bob now, completely transformation. Happiest person in the world. Yeah. And God transformation is no joke. That's why I said when the naysayers say me nasty things, they want me to get upset. You can't upset me. You understand that? No. Nah. I know the devil's game. I know the game you like to play. Nope. I'm happy. Always gonna be happy. I look at your messages. I forward them to the proper authorities where they need to go to, because we're prosecuting all those messages that were coming across the company for them to do the rest of the trace on them. And I go and praise my Lord. That's it. What do you think? What do you think? I know the devil probably tells you the dumbest stuff, but then the day probably says, yeah, you send it over to him. He's going to read that. It's going to make him angry. That's what you believe, right? So the devil tells you? The devil tells you that you send me over something, it's going to make me angry, make me upset, make me angry. I look at that and I go, wow, the devil really got him. He really got him. He got him. He got him. He got him. Man, he got him. Sorry for you. You'd be surprised if God changes. You never know. Jamie can become a Christian, man. Any of them become Christians. I'm not saying they can't become Christians. They can all become Christians. You'd be surprised. Look at Saul in the Bible. He murdered and prosecuted Christians. He became a disciple. A long time ago, my sister dated a man who was a very, very, very well heavily connected individual. I mean, extremely heavy. Very, very heavy. This is one that called her name. And yeah, you really should have did that. She on the other hand, she's a different person. She's not that person, but she's about that life. But this one was really about that life. I'm gonna just give you no idea of people she's connected to. I'm not gonna say too much, but they don't pick up their stuff from here. They go fly over there and get it and bring it back. They're connected like that. That's what you called out. But anyway, yeah, he was a big person in that field, extremely big, and it was his calling. God was calling. The Lord will call you in interesting ways. It could be a near-death experience. That's a calling. Yep. That's definitely a calling. And that's what happened to him. Near-death. Very close near-death experience. Some interesting people just didn't want to around anymore, and they tried multiple times and barely made it out. But he got himself surrendered, got himself in there, and got his life together. He's a Christian man now, a man of God. He didn't do it and become a man of God to basically have God save his life. He got in there and he started reading from the book and understanding, and someone was coaching him, helping him know about God, and he became interested. That's how he became God. That's how he became a Christian. Some people think that they read the book and they do this and do that, that they can. I'm not going to understand that theory of people going out and commit crimes and then go back and ask for forgiveness and go commit crimes and go ask forgiveness. It don't work that way. You have to be sorry for what you do. That's what it's to be. We gotta. Uh-oh. What we got going on here? We ain't got no spin. So what do we do? Oh, it's a glue. It was in there. That's what it was. We got it now. There was a glue in there. And make sure that glue out in there. I gotta go clean it up real nicely. Got fans out here going to cool air out. So when the heat, the cooling system's going to be on that side, it's going to blow it out through here. It's going to blow it out there. And we got LED lights going to be wrapping around that trace and all through this. It's going to have a LED light trace right through it. I'm freaking sick. I put a chaser unit to this baby. Chaser. It's coming to life. My baby's coming to life. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Chili's baby back ribs. I don't think I've ever had Chili's baby back ribs before, ever. I don't think I've ever had them. Now I gotta go grab them. Does Chili's even exist anymore? I don't know, people. I don't know how to touch. See if Chili does exist. Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce. Let me see. Does Chili still exist? Yes, it does exist. Who was the one that went out of business? One had a freaking parasite. What was it? Chi-Chi's was the one that had it. What was the downfall of the restaurant Chi-Chi's? It's hepatitis, right? Hepatitis outbreak. Hepatitis A outbreak. Yeah, Chi-Chi's went under. And 2004. The downfall. Man, it killed 660 people. Jeez. That's where you pray over your food, people. Pray over your food. Pray over your food. Pray over your food. Some people don't want to pray over their food. You know why? Because they're worrying about what other people think. That's what the devil taught you, right? The devil talks to you every day. They talk to you. There's all kinds of nonsense to you, like don't pray over your food. You know, people laughing at you because you're over there praying over your food. Look at they laughing at you because you gonna put your hands up and pray over your food. You're gonna pray over the same food that the Lord bless you to be able to have, to put in your stomach, and the devil gonna come there that fast, that quick, and tell you, don't pray over your food. What you embarrass yourself that way for? I say, you don't get out of my face. I gotta give thanks. The devil was in there having that conversation, like, excuse me, you're at the wrong table. Get out of my face. I'm about to give my grace. That's right. Go. When I get other people get embarrassed around me, that gives me a good indication. You need to pray for your food. And that time I went out with my ex, they went to all-you-can-eat buffet. We'll never do that ever again. Things you do when you're in a relationship, boy. You break all kinds of rules you don't want to do. But yeah, the buffet. I went to a buffet. You knowing the things that I know, it was not a good experience. But anyway, yeah. So we was at the table, and one of the guys, he started praying over his food. And I looked at him and said, "You Christian?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm Christian." I said, "I pray over my food too." I said, "Why you pray over your food too?" I give thanks. And I went out to eat at a restaurant one time. Everybody got violently sick, and I knew when they didn't because I prayed over my food. There you go. Pray over your food. Also, on top of that, be thankful. Bless you with something to eat. Be thankful. And as you're walking out the door, sorry about that, and you see somebody out there ain't got nothing to eat, give them something to eat. Well, how's that going? I can never understand people like that. You know what I mean? It don't take much. When I used to go to the restaurant, one thing I liked about my ex, she had some good things about her. One thing I liked about her is that when we drove in to go eat at Longhorn, and there was a homeless guy out there with his dog, and she would order extra food for him. That's what I liked about her. She was always caring about other people. When we once sat at that table, she said, "I'm going to order something a little extra. I'll pay you back the money." I said, "No, you can pay me back the money. We're good. What you need?" So I want some extra food for him. That's the kind of person she was. Not only did she go out and she paid for the extra food, she walked over to Petco. Because it's in the same area. And she bought a new dog bed, dog food, all this stuff, everything. For that guy out there. And she didn't even know. But you got people who walk outside with a doggy bag full of food and won't even help anybody out. God sees that. That reality check will come in quick for you, quickly. Remember I made a statement about it's easy for you to become poor? Just because you got money don't mean you can have it forever. Just because you got a nice home don't mean you'll have it forever. If you had the ability to be able to bring comfort to someone's life and you didn't, you will travel the same path that they will travel. And I told you, it happens. Gotta be careful how you treat people. You don't have to have that car forever. You have to have that lifestyle. It can be taken away from you so quick, so fast, you'll make your head spin. Now you're on the same level they are. Only difference is they know how to survive it. You don't. You're not living next to nothing. You don't. Some people are getting that reality check. A lot of people live in fancy, rich homes and all that stuff. I feel sorry if they lost their things. But how many of them out there basically fed someone that didn't have anything to eat that day? Or cursed on somebody, spit on somebody because they sat too close to their valuable cars? Somebody asked you for $1 for something to eat and you denied them and left them with hunger. I think about that kind of stuff. Life has an interesting way of evening things out. So you know what it feels like. Yep. That's why you gotta be careful. You notice majority of the rich got hit with that. Yeah. Majority of the rich got hit with it. You gotta think about that. Next time you see somebody out there who ain't got enough food and they're not eating that day, give them something. Because it's your last at the end of the day, so your Heavenly Father's not going to make sure you are taken care of because you take care of another. Because you keep treating people that way, and pretty soon you'll wake up one day, you won't have a job, you won't have a house, you won't have a car, you won't have nothing at all. Nothing else, just the things on your back that's what you'll have. They can all be taken away from you. Just as fast as you get it. Never could understand it about people. I would never let anybody go hungry. Those people who did me wrong, if they came to me and they were starving and hungry, I'd feed every single one of them. I never watch anybody go hungry, ever. You could be my enemy and I would feed you. Now, I know for a fact that they would watch me starve and probably laugh at me. That they would do, but I wouldn't do it to them. I would never let a human being starve. That's a horrible thing to do to somebody. Let them go hungry. I always keep an extra 10, 20 bucks on me. I see somebody that hasn't eaten, I feed them. So when we see, and I don't record none of it because it shouldn't be recorded. That's between me, God, and that person. That's it. No one needs to see it. I saw a person up there sitting in the rain, and I knew she didn't need anything. I had to eat. Mother glue. It hurts. Right the tip of my finger on that one. But I knew she had nothing to eat. And the guy in the pizza store, she was in there because it was cold. It was rainy that day. And he didn't want her in there. Is this going to hit the fan? That's just freaking me out. It's going to hit my fan. He didn't want her in there. It's not going to hit the fan. He didn't want her in there at all, period. But before I came in there, I saw her out there. I gave her 20 bucks. Lord just blessed me with a couple orders. Came through on my account. So I took what he blessed me to have, and I gave her some of that blessing. Gave her $20. Gave her $20 to get some food. And she walked in there to get some food. Guy wants up there and say, "Oh, you're not supposed to be in here. You don't have any money." Look at you. You have a successful business. God has blessed you to have. And you can lose your successful business just like that. It can be taken away. And it'll be given to somebody else who appreciates it. That's what happens. Your blessings will go to somebody else. Somebody else gets to enjoy those blessings. But yeah, look at him. And I said to him, she got money because I gave him money. And still, I don't want her in here. Alright, fine. I want 3 slices. I want a whole pizza. Came out there. What kind of pizza you want? She said, pepperoni. I got you. Large pepperoni, please. Want something to drink? I ordered the food right there in front of him. So what you gonna do? Gonna deny my money too? Or you have to deny me at the end of the day? Because my people going in and eat too. I go in and eat. That's how I found out, because my people going in all the time. So, you know. I'm not talking about the people on that end. I'm talking about the people. I got people on the other end that are basically well connected as in business-wise, in business community. They pull strings for people help their businesses grow. Those people. You know. But, yeah. There's some other people on the other side, and he was like, "Oh, you know, I ordered the food." And she tried to give me back the 20. I said, no, keep that. That's yours. That's yours. That belongs to you. That's yours. And then they want to thank me. No, you don't thank me. You don't thank God. You get that glory to God. It goes to him. Yep. But you got to be careful about how you treat people. You never know what that person could have been. That could have been an angel sitting right there. So I wonder. Angels happy and then they don't do that because God knows what you think before you think it. So if your intentions are basically to get on the good side of an angel by feet, no, God already knows what you want to do. It's like the story my mom told me way back about the woman that's going to meet Jesus. Tell me if you heard this one before, because I'll say it again. The woman that's going to meet Jesus. Jesus was coming to come see her. Well, the Lord's going to come see her. He's going to come see her. He told her, "I'm going to come down to see you." She's all excited about God coming to see her. She's going to get her house all cleaned up. Makes food and all that. Lord's going to come down and have dinner with her. God himself. She got all ready. Cleaning, mopping the floor, and getting the food ready. Excuse me about this. Do apologize. But anyway, getting the floor and everything all cleaned up. The house all cleaned up. Everything nice and all. And child came to her front door and asked her for food, and she denied the child. And she said, "Oh, sorry, I can't give you any food right now. Lord's coming. I can't take any time out. I gotta get this house in order for the Lord." The child went away. And then an old man came and he asked if he could lay down and get a little rest on the sofa. And she said, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, so you can't come in. I'm sorry." I got to get the plates ready. Lord's coming. Lord's coming. The old man walked away. The woman came in. She wanted some place to basically just lay her head for a little bit, sit down, get a little food to eat, just a place to rest. That's all she wanted. Some food and a place to lay her head. And she said, oh, no, 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 no. It changes every time I have a different story how they say, but that's how I do it. No, 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 I'm sorry. Lord's coming. Lord's coming. I can't let you in. And it got late that night. The Lord didn't come. She sat there and she said, Lord, where were you? Why didn't you come see me? I made this wonderful meal and I had everything ready for you. He said, I did come. You came 3 times. And you denied me. When you deny his own, you deny God. Because we're all God's people at the end of the day. Well, people get this mixed up where they think that we're part of because God made us. We're God's people, we made him. But keep in mind that you can go to judgment, you can go to hell. I don't think at the end of the day, because yes, you're made from God. You are. You're made in this image of God. You are. Hey, what's up, Chrissy boy? Hey, fight time. You came around the corner like you want to fight me. You want to fight me? What's up? What's up? What you want to do? Anyway. But God has judgment too on man, because man can basically go to hell. And he can. Woman can go to hell. Yes, you can burn for eternity. Yes, you can. That's why there's a hell. That's why there's a devil. Uh-oh. He's spotting the fans. Yeah. What do those things those things make? Come on, I'm going. You can't jump on the table, but he was up there trying to figure out what those fans. He's like, here's the noise. What's that noise? I've never heard that noise before. He's interesting. He slowly climbs up to take a look because he doesn't want to get in any trouble. But I know his curiosity gets the best of him. You can't help it, can you? I don't know. There's something going on up there. I gotta know. That's why there's judgment. That's why there's hell. So, yeah. Even though we're made for God's people at the end of the day, and we need to treat each other with more respect. But when you treat one of his own disrespectful, you treat him disrespectful. You watch people out there who, because you drive nice cars and you eat at big restaurants and all, so it doesn't make a difference whether you're rich or not. You see somebody out there less fortunate than you, and you won't even lift your hand to help them out. And they got some people that do that. Some people will lift it. But those people who record themselves doing it, I'm sorry. It's not supposed to do that. If you do something between you and your Lord, between you and your Lord. You don't do that to put that to get other people. You don't do that stuff, man. Because you can end up in the same situation. You can end up like that, homeless, with nothing at all, period. And their hands will be blessed and you won't. You learn to be humble. But other than that, people will watch people out there with nothing to eat and walk right past them. I watch them. Nothing to eat. Can't offer them nothing, $1, at least $1, something. You know what it's like to go hungry and have nothing in your stomach? Imagine waking up every day like that. I like to give them a God love you track and something to eat. So that way they can get some knowledge at the same time they're eating. Because they find their way back to God, or God finds them. They'll eat every day. But I don't like people who do that. And that man, I forget. I wasn't a Christian at the time, but I didn't think it was right. I didn't think it was right. I think it was wrong what that man did. But I wasn't a Christian at the time. But it pushed me to hit somebody. I didn't like it when he did to that guy. He walked over a human being. He walked over his body. He was like, he was trash. He walked over him. A man in a business suit. Never forget that. We was out there, a bunch of our guys were out there skateboarding, having some fun, and I sat there just chilling, sitting down, and I watched this guy with an expensive suit walk over another man. Like he was nothing. Get in his car. Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the car. And we jumped him. I say we beat the crap out of them. We just roughed them a little bit. I ain't about hitting anybody in the face like that, but we just roughed them around a bit, pushed them around for a little one. Now I gotta build one of these. Do you see that? That looks like wooden grain, doesn't it? It looks like wood. I'm staring right at it like, what did we do to get that one? I don't even know what we did to get that one. Now I gotta build one that looks like it's made out of wood, because that literally looks like it's made out of wood from here. I'm staring right at it like, Gotta go back and reach. This is why we record everything. I didn't record any of this when I did it. I should have recorded it, and at least I would have realized what I did. Now I can't remember. That looks just like wood, I swear. Oh, man. Because that color right there would make perfect. That color with like a cherry brown. Oh, my goodness. That'd be great for like a Japanese PC with... Oh, my goodness. That'd be sick. I like that color. What the freak did we do to get that color? Now I got to go back and retrace all my steps to figure out what I did to get that. Because that looks like something. It looks like it's made out of wood. But yeah. I ain't hit him. We ain't hit him or anything. Because there were no bruises on him. But yeah, we bumped him around a lot. Pushed him back and forth. We roughed him up a little bit. You know, two people like that. And took the guy out for something to eat. He was a real nice person too at the end of the day. Everyday Joe. Cool dude. Everyday. Cool guy at the end of the day. You'd be surprised you just sit down and talk to people. Judging them because you think your life is so much better than theirs. Your life will change in a hot second. But yeah, look at that. I'm just staring at that. Look at that. I just made out of wood. Ah, man, now I've got to figure out how we did that, because now I want that on another PC now. I'm gonna do a Japanese PC. I love Japan. I do. It's beautiful. We have to do a Japanese PC now. That's inspired me to do a Japanese PC. Oh my goodness! Can you see that right now? We built one just like this one, right? We can do bamboo grills for the oh, they make bamboo grills for the fans. We can put a soft greenery in here with cherry blossoms. Oh, we can make this thing look so freaking elegant. We're making a Japanese PC case. That's why I can't wait to get the warehouse. With the warehouse, I'm going to build a lot of cool stuff in there. But I definitely want a Japanese PC case now. All right. What color was this case when we coated it? Oh no. Okay, I'll figure it out. I like that green. The green is gorgeous. This has got to be bright yellow, but I just like that green. We got to figure out how we got this color now. Now I got to go figure out how to get that done. I got to get me a box. Got to find me a box. Oh, we got a box on here. I'm going to go through this step process again. See if I can figure out how I did this. What do we do to get this color? What do we do? Oh, I know what I did. I know exactly what I did. I know exactly what I did to get that color. It was a screen paint we engineer made. That's what I coated it with first. And then we went back over top of it with the yellow. And the yellow changed to that color. Where is it? This was it. That's it. That was the color we coated it with first. And then we went back over the yellow. All right. I'm going to mimic that box. Definitely going to mimic that box. So we definitely got to coat the box. I'm going to definitely do that. That's the screen paint we made for projector mapping application. Okay, Mr. Bird. We're gonna do a dry box system. Paint down application. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. What you gonna do, brother, when the taco comes for you? What are you gonna do when the taco comes for you, brother? What you gonna do? Taco gonna come out there with the freaking little goatee and all gold and everything. What you gonna do when the taco comes for you, brother? What are you gonna do? Tonight, at Catamania. 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 You heard me, people? Did you hear me when I said Catamania? All right, one's intake, one's outtake, right? This is outtake. So this pulls air out, and the one that pushes air in. Oh, excuse me, people. Mr. Bird, that was disgusting. My bad. It happens. We burp. That's what we do. If I burp so hard to make you feel it in your chest, that's a different story. That's what we do. We burp. That's what we do. It's a human reaction. There we go. You're like, how dare you, Mr. Bird? How dare you make that sound? It's a burp, for goodness sake. What do we do? Tell me about it, Taco. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do, Taco? What are they gonna do when the taco comes for you? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Now these fans were cheap. Guess how much? 20 bucks. 20 bucks. I don't know, I'll tell you something. Fan prices have gotten so much better. Because I remember one of these would cost you $20. Easily, one of these would cost you 20 bucks. But now it's like 5 fans for 20. That's a fantastic deal. All these fans, I guess more cases are requiring a lot of fans. But anyway, we got one fan. This fan right here is the opposite. And the reason why I did that one on the opposite, because that fan is actually drawing air into the case. So these are outtakes. These have to be outtakes either way, because this is liquid cooling going on this side. This one right here, we want this to be outtake because we want this to pull air away from the motherboard. And this one right here is basically when air blowing into the case. I'm just going to keep my, we got two 80 millimeters, which is going to pop on each side. Actually 4. 2 here, 2 on, 1 on this side, 1 on this side. That's going to draw air out, and 2 on top of the hard drive, which is going to look extra, extra amazing when we get done with it. Absolutely outstanding. And yes, now we're going to build a Japanese PC because I want to build one now. And we're powering all this with our Molex adapter, which allows us to be able to run our PC parts outside our case if we choose to. So that's what we can do. We got one extra fan left over. What do we do with this? Again, Taco's got the freaking, oh, we got the freaking munchie. Weirdo. Now these are going to be RGBs because we ordered an adapter that's going to allow us to switch these over to RGBs so we can control the lights on here. What are you going to do, Taco? What are you going to do when the taco comes for you, Taco? What are you going to do? I don't know, brother. I don't know. love when people who have tons of money go, well, you know, I got more money than you. Yeah, that's good for you. You ain't taking any of it with you, right? No, you can't take it with you. Nope. You ain't taking jack with you at all. And the thing about it is, yeah, you have money here on the earth, yeah, but when you can't take it with you, but what are you going to have with you when you go on the other side? What do you got over there for you? Ain't a good decision. One decision's good, but the other one is awful. Absolutely awful. If you make that mistake, boy. Like I say, you can have people, hardened criminals, but when the time comes, they will call somebody in to get their last rites in. They don't want to be wrong about it. They don't receive. Some people start reading the Bible, start praying, try to find God. They don't want to be wrong about that. I'm so happy my mom came and gave me that Bible. I'm so happy. I denied God all that time. I am so happy that I did not deny Him when I got in that situation. The Lord, I can tell the Lord had plans for me because that demon talked to me in the other jail cell. The good thing was on the other side. He wasn't on my side, but he spoke to me. You know, let me know that, hey, this is what's following you. This is what's chasing you. This is what's coming for you. I can protect you from it. Yep. We got a nice fan system. These fans are bossy. They're big and bossy. The big bossy fans. And Taco, these fans are bossy, Taco. Extra bossy. Extra bossy, Taco. Extra bossy. What do you think about that? So weird. Inside this case is bossy. So bossy up in this damn case. So bossy. Extra bossy. Extra bossy. Then we're going to do all the wires outside the case. We're not worried about that because we're going to make a nice little compartment where we can tuck all the wires around. See, we're going to have a compartment here, a little port here. Take them, put them there. A port over here. The reason why, because last time on that side, I brought them through here, and sometimes they may hit and click, so I got to pull all the wire through, and I got to basically Velcro it so it fits tight. But this time I'm going to put a port here, and push these through, and I put on that side. You can hide all the wires and everything. But it's looking extra bright up in there. And now we got that tubing coming in, so we'll put a tubing trace around the outside so everything covers up real nicely, and then we're going to put LED lights through it. There's going to be a display on there. So we're going to be doing a neon display using cardboard to make it stand up a little bit. And then we're going to add in some pretty artwork, which we're going to print out from the computer. Color each hand painted with glow-in-the-dark paint so all of it glows, advertising glows. And then we're going to do a neon pipe cleaner around it, clear, see-through. And then we're going to put little LEDs around it using EL wire. Oh, it's going to be sick, man. It's going to be sick. And you're going to look at it and go, oh my goodness, Ken. I see. The bottom half of that is going to have like a UFO effect. The light splashes out. So underneath that, it's going to be coated in a really high fluorescent, ultra bright white. Should I put a special come underneath of it? Like a little cardboard, like kind of like so it lights up even more. I can reflect the cardboard back and forth. I don't know. I just don't know. Light bright. Turn all the lights up now. Lights. A Gia-Pet. We was talking about gifts from back in the day, and she said somebody gave you a Gia-Pet, they really, really hated you. I had a Gia-Pet. I thought it was pretty fun. It's a pottery that grows. Put the seeds on it, smear them, watch them grow. It's pretty cool. Somebody did something right. They got paid off of it. Big time. I gotta go look that up. How much is Gia-Pet actually worth? How much was the Gia-Pet actually worth? How much was the Gia-Pet worth? This guy has sold more than 25 million of these units. How much money did the Geopet make? It was 16 bucks a pop, but what was the network of the Geopet? Oh, gee, that's interesting. There's no information on the Geopet, like what the how much they made off it. That's weird. That's crazy. I didn't see much about it. Who invented it? You know, another thing that they don't tell you exactly who invented the back scratcher. There's nothing on there who started the invention for the back scratcher. You can't find. And the fire hydrant's another one too. Inventions of people that they don't know who actually invented it. Well, if you sold 25 million of them at $16 a pop, you made a pretty lot of money. You add that up. How much was the Slinky's network? So, someone decided to take a spring and stretch it to a certain degree where it could slinky down the side of a pair of steps. A nice old jingle attached to it. Simple, easy to manufacture, and they sold 3 billion of those things. No, they made a profit reaching 3 billion. They sold over 50 million of them. Can you believe that? I look at like weird inventions. How much money was the pet rock worth? $15 million. $15 million for a pet rock. We went in their backyard and got a rock, put the googly eyes on it, put a little house with straw on it, call it a pet rock, and it blew up. That's why I explained to people at the end of the day that, you know, when people try to mimic our products and say they can make our stuff, people aren't going to buy from you. They buy from the original because your stuff don't work. When your stuff don't work, people suffer for it. If their stuff don't work, that's why. No testing. That's why. People buy from the original. That's why people are buying supplements now. Because their stuff works. They buy from the original. For instance, the pet rock. There's a rock that you get out of your backyard. Somebody took a rock out of their backyard. He said he polished it and put googly eyes on it. No, it's not even the googly eyes on it. It was just a regular rock. It sold for $3.95. So, this is what I tell you about marketing. Marketing and how you sell things is everything. A rock out of his backyard and stuck it in a box that looked like one of the boxes you get birds in. You know, when you buy a bird from the animal shelter or whatever, you get a bird in all those boxes like that, and put some straw in there and put down a rock in there, called it the pet rock. And he made $5 million off of that. In 6 months, making the first time I sold more than 5 million. Sorry, he made 15 million off of it. Now, anybody else looking at it would say, I just go in the backyard and make my own pet rock. But your pet rock won't sell. You know why? Because that's the original pet rock. Because kids don't want the generics. They want the real deal. They want the original pet rock. Because other kids will sit there and go, oh, you got a generic pet rock. Man, I got the real one right here. There you go. Same thing with cars, vehicles, houses, whatever. It's the same scenario. People want the 100% real deal. Because you call yourself making my product, they're going to run this test stuff through testing. And you won't pass any of them because you don't test your stuff, so it won't sell. All this stuff is back. I can walk in the courtroom and back on that stuff. Heck, I can send you out a $500,000 contract. You can't sign it because your stuff doesn't work. You send it to us. I'll take you to court, have a little fun in there, showboat, show my technology off, make a couple of sales. Then get a contract from the city walking out of there, and you'll pay me at the same time. You will literally pay me for basically going in and advertising my technology. I'll make money in that place at the end of the day. Think for publicity, I really enjoy it. That's why you think the certified companies won't touch me. They won't take me to court. The last thing you want me is in a courtroom with you. See the way I showboat and have fun with these screens? Imagine you contacting me and bringing me into court. You know how embarrassing we would. Seriously? That's like the whole thing with freaking Ted when he was calling Beetlejuice. What are you doing? You don't want that guy in here. You don't want me in there. Because I will crush your screen. I mean, literally crush your stuff in a courtroom. And it'll be plastered everywhere. It'll be on ABS forums, Projector Central, everywhere about how they took Mr. Bird to court and he basically, his screen crushed his screen. And then I'll come back and I'll sue for wasting my time. That's why they don't touch me. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. You don't be popping up. Funny, you're like, oh, whoa, what are we doing today? Oh, you gonna sue me? Tell us what you're doing. Oh, it's on, baby. It's on. I'll see you there. I'm coming with ad tech. I'm gonna tear your stuff up pretty bad. I'm gonna take you out in the sunlight, watch your screen. I'm gonna wipe your screen out. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna wipe one of them out. I'm gonna wipe 10 of them out just for the fun of it all, because I can do it. You're gonna watch 10 of your high-tech screens that you charge people all this money for. You're gonna watch a technology way lower than yours take your screen out. That's gonna hurt you bad. It's gonna hurt your stock. It's gonna hurt your investors. It's gonna hurt everything around you. You're gonna give me publicity you do not want me to have. So therefore, they rather feel like I don't exist, so they stay far away from me. As long as I do demonstrations by the book, and I do admit, this stuff does work. All this stuff works. That's what it's designed to do. That's what it does. Only problem is when it comes to our technology is more advanced. That's all. They don't dare take me to court. As long as I'm not saying anything bad about their products, saying it's a scam, rip-off, because it's not. They work perfectly fine. Literally watch a black dot and pull up on a 50-lumen projector in a garage. You beat the crap out of a gray screen. Easily. Technology, this stuff is way beyond gray screens. Way beyond it. It's not way beyond ours. That's the only difference. They have to beat it back up. That's why they don't want to take me into a courtroom. I would dance all over them at the end of the day. Do you have anything else we can test? Come on, surely you brought something else with you. Come on, don't be afraid. They don't want me in the courtroom talking like that to them. No. It's bad enough that they're fearing that I'm going to show up at a booth. I show up in one of their booths. They're going to want me either out of that whole setup, which they can't kick me out, or they're going to make sure that whatever they have is nowhere near us. I guarantee you that we set up in there, they won't be anywhere near us. Because they've seen my videos. They know what we do. They're going to come over and have a look at it. Oh, yeah, it's going to just curiosity. You're going to look at our old beat-up projector, producing images and contours over the screens can't even do. The ton of lighting we have in our bar. You seen the halo system we did on the other screen? I'm actually doing another one that needs much brighter. Can you imagine going to a booth and you've seen a screen in there with that much lighting sitting on top of a screen? Right directly on top of it. On a projector that costs... It's a paperweight to them. What would be going through your mind as a screen builder? A person who makes screens. You'd be terrified, wouldn't you? Because you know that you have to use that high power projector to make your screen work, right? The high contrast, the calibrating, the dark ambient light controlled environments. And we're in there with the screen with light collecting around the screen. And a projector you would probably use for a paperweight. This would terrify you. Yep. The first thing they would ask in the day is, hey, you got somebody? So I'm all the time. Anybody you doing business with? You want to partner with somebody? No, I'm good. I'm definitely good. But we know, we don't care what you know. We don't need you. We're good. Not to be rude or mean or anything, but we don't need you. I think I say thanks to the offer. You know what I mean? Much appreciated, but we're good. We don't need you about it. Because you need me. I don't need you. That's what I know from the door. Any certified company that comes to my door, you need me. We don't need you. I can make your stuff. I can mimic your stuff. I can design technology far more advanced in your stuff. I could do things your screen paint or projection screens can't even begin to deal with. You need me. We don't need you. If you're going to give me at the end of the day, well, I have connections, so does God. That's why we have the technology that can take yours out. So what can you give me? Nothing. Just stay out of my path. That's all you have to do. Away from me. Stay in your category. I don't care what y'all do over there. Y'all make the money, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Stay out of my path and leave me alone. I'm so happy about that screen. That screen, I'm getting one for myself now. In the middle of the prototype for it. I start tomorrow on my prototype. Boy, this is gonna make it so much easier. Now we can ship the whole screen with a frame. We were doing it at one point. We were shipping screens with frames, but it became complicated. It became a headache and hard to do them. Now we just figured out the Lord bless us with a whole new way how to build a whole different screen. And this is gonna be different. The average screen you're gonna have on the market, if you don't have the money, it's gonna cost you a couple $1,000. That's what it's gonna cost you. It's gonna be a regular screen. It's gonna be front projection. That's all it's going to be. That's all you're going to get. And depending on what projector you get, what kind of performance you're going to get out of your screen. That's it. You can't go out and buy it. You buy a low-end projector, you get a low image. You buy an expensive projector, you get a high-end image. That's how it works. Our technology is a little different. The new screens we're working on, a $50 projector will do the job just right, or a $10 projector doesn't make a difference to us. So that costs our customers no money. Infinity One contrast will sit on top of it. You don't need a contrast. That's gone. Picks up beautiful bright images and colors in fully lit environments, especially in our office commercial environment. Ambient light projection, no problem, no washout, no fade, no calibrate, none of that. It's acoustic technology. You can stick your speakers behind it and watch the sound push through your screen. You know how much money you would pay for a black certified screen with acoustic capabilities? A lot of money, way more than your $5,000. Ultra short though compatible. Of course, screens we have out here now, they require a special ultra short through screen, so that's going to cost you more money. Yeah. So that's what they're going to be competing against. Now, like I said, for the longest time, we built technology for our customers so they didn't have to worry about going through the whole nonsense of everybody else's stuff at the end of the day. And for the you naysayers at the end of the day, want to sit there and cry to me and go, oh, no, but your stuff, my customers' demonstrations are better than yours. What are you talking about? Show me Black Diamond, Elite Screens, DMPs doing what my customers do. I don't see them outside watching sea turtles float across your screen. I don't see that. My customers do that. You guys, when you had your screen painter sitting all glorified because you open up a door and a window, and the other one had a 3x2 sitting up next to the window, go, oh, look, it's amazing. I pushed the 150 through a window with a projector right over there. Same projector, the same model. 720p projector in eco mode. I pushed it right through a window at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We watched fish at 150. Oakley. We don't talk about, they don't want to talk about those demonstrations. But Star Wars, outside, 180-inch screen. Projector cost me $250. 18 feet from the screen. That's a nice dogfight in outer space, crystal clear, sharp, great images. Customers are tired of getting ripped off, and they've been getting ripped off for the longest time. Now, gentlemen, I know you're in the room right now, but I want you to listen carefully to Mr. Burr, what I got to say to you real quick. If you feel, because now I got the whole thing, I'm going to voice my mind a little bit more. If you feel anytime, and be a man about it too, don't be a coward about it. I'm going to find you sooner or later. You know it's happening. Some of you I've already found. Some of you will be in contact very shortly. But, just to let you know, I'm going to get you sooner or later in a courtroom. So how about we just cut through the chase and you just sign the contract? Sign it for $500,000. You said my stuff is fake, right? It's not real. So you should be to back that up 100%. Put your address up, I'll send it right over to you. That's all you got to do. Look, gentlemen, here's the thing. Either you do that, or we get you in court and it gets much worse than $500,000. Because it can rise up to 800,000, 900,000, $1 million. So I'm going to give you an ultimatum. You got 3 days to email me. I don't see an email in 3 days. When we do catch you, and we will catch some of you, already got some of you already going to court, that lawsuit's going to jump so high, it's going to make your head spin when we get done with you. Mind you, gentlemen, you have to understand how the game is played. You have to prove in court that my product doesn't work, right? You have to prove in court that my product did exactly as you claim it did, right? And all we have to do on our end is basically prove that you lied in court about our products. Now, if I send you a permission slip to send me black paint and we don't get anything from you, what do you think is going to happen to you in court? Oh, you forgot about that, didn't you? Oh, we got a copy for the judge. that we told you can send us black paint, right? It's a big case, Fernando, very big. It's federal. We can hit you with $5 million, easy. You don't have that money. And the situation you're in right now, you don't have the place. You can't move. Because every place around you right now is spiking. It's shame but true. People are gouging like there's no tomorrow. Yeah. But anyway, you can't move from that place. Where's you going to go? California had a very hard fight. They're really going through some bad stuff over there. They really are. Pray for Cali. But he can't move. He can't get up and leave. And he'd be lucky if his landlord doesn't decide to get greedy and maybe start raising the rent a little bit so he can get some people out, so some other people in and get a little more money because people are desperate. They need to find places. And you're going to watch some stuff go down. People do crazy stuff when money's at the opportunity. When people willing to pay, you'd be surprised. I swear, it's going to be dirty. People trying to land grab already. The guy was talking about when they were having those fires down there, people were contacting them trying to get land from them for cheap because they figured fire sale. That's why. Yeah, the people that dirty. Well, look at Jamie. They're about dirty as dirty can get. He'd probably do the same thing to somebody else if he had that capability. Trying to land grab. So they figured the land is already damaged, right? And mind, it's in a primal area. And you got like Paradise. We've got Paradise. I forgot the name of it, but I would just call it Paradise. That beautiful place right near the beach and all that. Okay, that's prime real estate. We all know that, right? Hollywood Hills, prime real estate, right? But that area is damaged now, so it's much cheaper. And this is how crooked people can be. They're actually contacting them, trying to get a bid on that land. Because say if all that right there is damaged, right? And you come in and you want to redevelop that whole section, and you get maybe 60% of what's out there, right? Do you have any idea how much that real estate's going to be worth once you build on that? Because you know the people are going to be in there going to have that money. And you got it for dirt cheap, but you're going to make a profit off of it. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're land grabbing, which is disgusting, but they're doing it. So now these people got to worry about the rich people. They can move on. They're good. But you got other people at the end of the day that can't do that. Some people in that in-between class where they made the money and they have it, but, they don't have it like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They can't go rebuild. It takes a process for them. They can do it, but it's a process for them. But now you got to worry about somebody claim staking where your house was at. That's jacked up. Because keep in mind, you don't own the land under the house. That's the part that makes it scary. People don't realize that. When you buy a house, you do not own the land under the house. You own the house. You don't own the land. If you own the land, you wouldn't be paying taxes. Because you pay taxes on the land the house is sitting on. So say your house gets wiped out and it's gone, right? I gotta look that up now. That's curious about that. Can they get around and take that from you? They shouldn't be able to. Hold on for a minute. See, that's why he said you gotta be careful, because you'd be surprised at dirty stuff people will do. Now, if you buy land, you pay taxes on the land. Land is yours. That's yours. You're building that. But you buy a house. Or you buy the land in the house. Technically, you don't buy land in the house, but you have to pay taxes on it. Things some people got to research, man. You got to research this stuff, man. But that's what they're doing. They're called land grabbing. And the guy was talking about how somebody was contacting him from another state. Another state was contacting him about seeing how much money they want to sell some of that real estate off that's already damaged. They know they need money. They know. Hey, we can help you rebuild. We got our own crew over here. I got my own construction crew. Everything you need, we can bring over. We can do anything you want. Hook it up. I just want to get 60% of that. Yeah, it's messed up, but it's true. And it goes on. You'd be surprised. Do you own the land under your house? Generally, yes, speaking, you own land in your house. I don't need to the principles. Owns the soil. All right, so If your house burns to the ground, can you still own the property? All right. If your house burns to the ground, do you still own the land and the property? Should be yes. Yes, if your house burns down, you still own the land. Structure, property. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But you're saying yes, if your house burns down, you own the land it was situated on. A fire destroys the structure on the land, but not your property. Rights to the land itself. But technically you don't own it because you pay taxes on it. You continue to pay on that. It's like you buying a shirt. You're paying taxes on your shirt every day, or every month. However we're gonna have it. Insurance claim. Let's see, mortgage on the house. It's got to read the fine print, people. You really do. Are they going to try to grab some of that land from people? Yeah, they are. They're probably going to try to you're desperate and they know you need the money. Because they're going to look into all that. They're going to look at your insurance. They're going to look into all that. They're going to dig through all your financial information, all that. How much money you owe, if you still owe money on the land. Oh, they're going to look through all that stuff, everything. And with your insurance, all that. And they're going to make you an offer. I wouldn't take it. The reason why they make you an offer because they want it. That's why. If they didn't want it, they wouldn't have made you the offer to begin with. So I'd make them wait. I'll get more out of them. If you're going to plan to sell, that's what you're going to do. Especially the ones that want to come down and make it sound like, you know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, that you're not really going to get much out of it anyway. But if that's the case, why are you standing here in front of me and making an offer to me? Yeah, I'm making go do a bidding war for it. I'll make a bundle off of it. And that guy said land grab. And I was like, gee, there's still got birds over there burning. And they're talking about land grabbing people's land. Yeah. So even if you're going to tell you Johnny still owned the land, that's good. It sits on set. According to a frontline wire from the fences to rebuild your home on land. It's That's good. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of lawsuits going off like crazy. It's going to lawsuits like that. It is. Altogether financially, it's not gonna be good in either way. It's gonna be bad financially in so many different ways. It is. You got lawsuits firing off, all kinds of stuff going on. That's gonna be there's gonna be long, drawn out lawsuits. Then they're gonna take years because there's gray areas in there. You know what? The wind. They're going to say, hey, look, yeah, we have these things all the time. We could have something spark off, and then we can have a fire that come off a freaking tower or something. Something sparks off, it happens. They'll blame the fire department because they say, hey, they could have came there, they could have got there and extinguished it. They came there faster when it turned. They could have said it was the wind's fault because the wind was out there at 150 miles an hour, and that's what triggered everything off at a rapid pace. So there's a lot of things, there's going to be a lot of blame game going back and forth. And the objective thing about it is the people who basically had those and you got a pollution issue now, bad air quality, rolling blackouts, and then you got looting going on. Wow, I tell you. And then you got the opportunist. The opportunist is a person who sits back and figures out all the scams he can pull off to try to rip people off even worse or in a worse situation. Because there's going to be all kinds of people on top of fake insurance companies and all kinds of stuff going to pop up. tell you, people. People. All right, put our fan up here in the front. Let me take these off. I'll put my fans up there. I don't need this. I need something really flat to the back of the drag. It's about the back of the drag. Back of the drag. Oh, the cool air is going through it, so it's nice. Yes. In. Wait, we're going air this way. So air is going to be going this way. Air is coming out this way. It's going inside. We have to suck some. We have to go this way. We must put the front system. Yes. So we need air to push this way, away from. So this is air coming out, flowing out, flowing out. Oh, wait a minute. Bird. This is an intake fan. It's blowing air back in. So I want to blow air on the back of my unit. So I'm blowing, yeah, I want to blow air on my unit. Okay, this has to be outtake on the other side. So we're going to the other side to put in the other fan. This is going to be under the motherboard. Yes. I hope everything works out for everybody down there. I really do. I hope they do. I hope they get through what they got to get through. It's very to rebuild and everything. I'm sorry they had to go through such a thing. You know? Taco, do you put the lotion on the skin? You put the lotion on the skin. He puts the lotion on the skin. He puts the lotion on the skin. Oh, you're an idiot. Yeah. Whatever do. But I know one thing, you put the lotion on the skin. He puts the lotion on his skin. What the heck? Oh, so that's what you call it. Nope, we don't need you there. Gotta put you guys somewhere. Hey, where's the twisters for this thing? Turn all the lights. The battery they go. So I download that, I got that all screwed up. I did just now. There we go. So this is what we have here. We have, these are for the liquid cooling system, which on the radiator system, it's going to sit over there. That's going to push all that air, extra force out through here. Kaboosh! Side. This right here, we have our, there we go. We have glue in there. That right there is our fan. That's blowing air in. So the motherboard's going to sit right here. The motherboard's going to be on a stilt system. It's going to sit a little farther out. So this base, and we're going to basically draw air off that motherboard. We're just going to have a liquid cooling system anyway. That's going to park itself right there. And that right there is going to be drawing air out through these two right here. And the motherboard is drawing air this way. This fan right here is also pulling air this way. Drawing the hot air out of the case. Oh, I saw that. That was a twisty turny. How did you do that? And this right here is blowing air into the case. Intake, outtake, intake, outtake. And then for the motherboard, we are going to have, not the motherboard, but our hard drive is going to be here. We got a port that plugs down here to here. So we put the hard drive right here. And we're going to have 80mm fans here. They're going to take hot air out. And then this one right here, it's going, oh, you can see inside my case. This one right here, you're going to be able to had two fans on his side. Inside of here, they're going to keep it nice and cool. It's beautiful, isn't it, people? It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. We're gonna have a clock here with neon lights around there, neon trace all through this, multiple layers of lights. Yes, it's gonna look pretty cool. There's gonna be lights inside of here too. And then once we put the motherboard in, which is gonna be about right about here, my motherboard to stand out. I want to be on a still system. It's gonna be quite sick. It's gonna stand out on a still system. We're gonna make it kind of like it's sitting on a billboard. So that's gonna be sitting right here, keep it nice and cool. Got plenty of room for that big graphic card right there. And then, whoop, that's yours, Taco. This is where we're going to put our power supply. It's going to sit like there. Just one over here. Power supply is going to sit here. And then the cord for the power supply is going to drop in here. And then from here, from the cords and stuff, we're going to drop down in there. And then from our power supply for the ATX RGB, it's going to plug right here into the motherboard. Boom. The other one's going to plug there. Boom. And this right here for the power for the graphic card. Boom. Right there. And then for the hard drive, kadoosh, kadoosh. And then kadoosh down through here. And then bam, right there. It's going to look absolutely beautiful, people. Look, it's glowing up in there. It's glowing. It is glowing. If it was yellow, it'd be like a pot of gold. We're going to put a nice neon tracer on here. Now, mind you, the neon wire is going to come from here. But we want to make sure it doesn't look like it's coming from there. So we're going to tape it off so it's black. So you can't even see it. So it looks like it's all coming from there. Nice little clock in there. We're going to have lights over here and lights over here. I'm going to have a white light right here. This is why I put that little balcony in there. We're going to do a white light right there. It's going to shine on top of that garage. And then with some stickers and stuff that we're going to individually coat. We're going to put a little garage scenery in here. And then we're going to put little stores and stuff all along here. That's what we're going to be doing when we hook it all in. Yep. So I'm about to put my paddings here and here. I'm going to put little stores. All that's going to be like sticker systems in there. But all the stickers are going to be individually painted with glow-in-the-dark high fluorescent paint so it all comes alive. Now, I have to say this really quick. Naysayer, do you not see my vision? You shot down my vision. Like, really, I came in to show this beautiful cardboard setup, and you came in all angry and mean at me, like, rah, rah, rah. I don't see it. It looks like trash. It looks like garbage. I know you have to say that. You don't have a choice. You're hurting inside. Ah. Come on. Gotta have fun. Hey, what are you doing over there? Oh, don't eat that. That's gonna make you all kinds of weirdness. Give me that. What are you eating? What you got me eating? Rawr. The naysayer got mad at me. He was really angry at me. He said hurtful things about me. Oh, damn. Look at this, man. This case is gonna be sick. And we still got a 3-fan system that's going to lock in here. This is the liquid cooling system 360, which we deliberately made it so we can have part of it sticking up here because we're going to build a whole freaking exhaust system for the roof. Power supply is going to be like an exhaust system too for the roof. And there's going to be a huge, massive fan in there moving back and forth, which the original fan is going to be on the power supply. We're going to have another one in that's going to be moving, like, you know, this huge radiator system. What do you call the roof air conditioning units like that. We're going to have piping coming from here. It's going to connect in here. Now, you know what the naysayer is doing right now? He's on his computer. He's on his phone. He's angry. He's writing letters and messages to me like, I hate you. I can't stand you. I hope you die. Your creations are beautiful. They love them inside. They do. Let me naysay. Let me explain something to you. You love what I do. I know you do. You look at this and you love it. But you can't love it because you hate me so much. You're torn and twisted at the same time. Deep down inside, you want to say you love it, but deep down inside, you can't because you hate me. That's why. And do it bothers me? No, at all. It's your conflict of nightmare that lives within yourself with your multiple personality complex disorder. That's what you live with. You love my technology and screens. They look absolutely amazing. And deep down inside, as you look at your white and gray screen, watching out ever so evermore, you look at my technology and you want it so badly, unless you have it already, and this is your deepest, darkest secret that no one knows about. You're probably writing your diary every day, like, Dear Diary. The other day, I caught myself on this website, looking at all his amazing demonstrations. I hate him, but yet I love his work. He is absolutely. It's not my work, by the way. It's God's work. Get it straight. He is absolutely amazing. And so I did it. I purchased one of his screens. I painted it in, hoping to see some kind of foul play, but the screen was absolutely gorgeous. And there I sat there in the room, with paintbrush in one hand, roll in the other, and tears running down my face as I cried like a newborn child escaping the mother's wound. I sat there ever so bitterly, biting down on my bottom lip and tasting my salty tears to realize that the paint was true genius. Do you like how I speak? See that letter I wrote about them? Oh, did you read that thing? Oh, yeah. I used to write poetry back in the day, by the way. Did you know that? Yeah, I wrote poetry. I'm writing it down from time to time. I'm a big fan of Shakespeare. And you thought my vocabulary was so small, did you? How dare you? How dare you actually think that my vocabulary was that small? Not bad. I used to write Shakespeare. I used to write poetry. I kind of like that era. I like the way they talk. I love the way they talk because when they say things with such meaning and such passion behind it all. You know what I mean? They really put things into, expression. They talk about things. You know what I mean? The naysayer. Did you read what I wrote about you? It's true, actually. It's true. It's very poetic, but it's true. I know as you read that, you probably squeezed your juicy juice container, juice splattered all over the place. I can't get mad because it's so right. It is so right. Just like the guy sitting there in his living room, kneels down on some plastic drop cloth with a roller in one hand and a brush in the other. Tears of joy and anger streaming down his face. And as he bites down on his bottom lip, just to taste his salty tears. Yes. You don't know what to do. You're torn. You're just torn. You get my technology and you're torn. It'll mess with your head all day long. I live rent-free in your head all day. You put that technology and you'll watch that thing produce things and they'll blow your freak on. You know what these screens look like in the dark? They're insanely gorgeous. Lights on, they're amazing, but in a dark environment, oh my goodness. So I know you're in there like, oh my goodness. I guarantee you, you know what they hate about me the most? Their families. Not my family, their families. Because I know your family members have seen my screens. And that burns you up big time. To have in your family, wow, these screens look amazing. That must hurt to hear them say that. Hey, if you don't get along with them and you want them to stop speaking to you, buy her screen paint. Paint it up, brag about it. I guarantee they'll never talk to you ever again. They probably got mad, but a couple arguments probably popped off. Because look, if you're talking about me all day long, right, to your family members, they're going to look me up. They're going to see my stuff over here, and they're going to look at your page and do a comparison like, you're not doing anything that this guy's doing. I mean, this stuff is really good. They're going to compare my customers to your non-existent customers. They're going to do, it sounds like you're a little bit jealous. They're going to see it for what it is. You're jealous. So, pretty sure a few arguments broke out. Like, no, he's a scammer. He risks people. Well, remember, we got to go to court for this. We're going to have that conversation with the judge. You lose that, it's not going to go well for you, right? Remember that. You still got to go to court for that. So either way, it's going to happen either way, But I know deep down inside, they're in the room right now. They're in the room with us right now, people. Biting down on the bottom lip and tasting the salty tears. Yes, I know you're in here. I just want to tell you something. If you think for a second that I go to your channel and watch your stuff, I don't. You know why? Because it's boring. There's nothing to watch on there. And all you talk about is me all day long. So I know I leave rent-free in your head all day long. The difference between me is when I talk about you is the fact that I can come on here and do stuff like this and blow your stuff clean out of the water. Mind you, I'm the one that has the your cancel receipts, remember? All your cancel receipts, all your failures, everything is on the blacklist forevermore to show off for eternity. Well, everything definitely lasts forever, but you're there. Even if you leave, you're still there. Now, keep in mind that I can come on here and I can build giant screens. I have a track record a mile long on all different forms of technology and things I've engineered when you have nothing to show for all that you have done. Right? So I can easily come on here and have this fun with you. And do this to you. Build amazing machines that you can't even begin to even think of. Send you $1 million contract to sign for court and you won't even show. Oh, by the way, there's a policy in there too. If you don't show up, you still have to pay the money if you sign one of them. But anyway, it means you forfeit, and you have basically admitted that my technology is flawed. That's all. But anyway, with that being said, so yeah. So when you say who's obsessed, no, I'm not obsessed with you guys. Because if I were, I wouldn't get anything done. If I did the dumb stuff you guys do on a daily basis, how would I have time to finish this stuff and do what I do? You guys are obsessed with me. That's why you don't have anything done. What do you got to show for it? Show me something. Nothing, not a thing. Knock, knock. Who's there? Nothing. Nothing who? Nothing's not there. It's not here. It's not there. It's not anywhere. Okay, whatever. See you later. Nothing. All right. Now, naysayer, do I hate you? No, I don't. I don't hate you. I give the devil that opportunity today. It's a waste of freaking time. But I know for a fact that you hate me. And this makes you, every time we develop something new, you hate me even more. And it makes you more angrier. See, look at the beautiful side of what I do. The more technology I create, the more I engineer, the more I build my capital, the more I grow. All positive things, the happier I become. Closer I'm in touch with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the things I get a chance to build and design because he's in my head all the time. But you're on the other half of that. Because the more I develop, the more I design, the more I grow, the more I do, the more angry, the more bitter, the more hatred you become. And this consumes your life. Nothing positive comes from you at all, nothing. We grow beautiful flowers, you grow nothing but poisonous, man-eating plants growing with thorns and thistles. We can see the fruits of our labor and used to nothing but a handful of cold mud. So, nothing to show for it. Because you spent your time hating on me. And the more technology you develop, the more angry you become. So, you haven't done anything. Now, what most people would have done, they would have tried to develop a technology to try to take us out, but you got 429 to go against, so that's not going to happen. Plus an additional 100. I'm sorry, we're at 450 now, because we just developed all the more new technology. We have that something new technology. I think it's ILEG technology we can't tell you about. Yeah, it's a whole new different form of technology. Are you going to cry? Why come you ain't crying about that? Oh, you don't know what it is, do you? You know about FLE technology, fusion light energy, because we told you what the abbreviations stand for. Now all you do is talk about that. So what is this new stuff? Can you tell me what it is? Oh, you don't know. Oh, darn it. Can't stop it. You're going to upset them. They're going to start crying again. I'm sorry. Hold on for a minute. Give me a minute. There we go. Got to wipe away their tears. Sometimes they get really upset about that. I'm sorry, people. Okay, there we go. You all right? You better now? Okay. Sorry about that. Not you. If anyone watching this, no, not you. It's not towards you. We have naysayers that come in the room. So there are people who can't stand me, yet they're always in my room all the time because they're obsessed with me. Because when they come on the channel, they go, why is always doing something different? How come we can't do something different? Because you don't try. You don't put any effort into it. You don't work for it. You're too busy cutting corners on trash paint. Trash paint. You know what you should do? Get trash cans. Literally oh my goodness, you're gonna get me started on something now. I'm about to make y'all paint and put it in trash cans. Get little trash cans. Let me come get these trash cans. Can we get trash cans, little trash cans? Let me see. I need them anyway. I need them from my artwork over here to put little trash cans out. So I need to make a little alleyway in there. Let me see. Trash can containers. I want the little tiny trash cans. The little Oscar the Grouch trash cans. Little tiny trash can design trash cans. I was going to be forever looking for one of these. Oh, I do have one. It's right there, the beat it one. Y'all need to put y'all screen paint in this. And just call it ambient light rejection, cinema trash. You can't get mad about that. Your products don't work, man. They don't work. That's why you're not here, because your stuff don't work. It don't work. Can't get mad at me. Explain what range gain is. I've been asked, how many times I've asked that question? I literally have it on the blacklist of going to his site and asking him. We sent him an email. We sent him 3 messages. We never got nothing back in reply. He don't know what it is. He made it up. So let me get this straight. You went on, built a website, made everything up, lied about everything, talk about his philosophy. Yeah, you ain't got no philosophy, man. Please. Anyway, and it came up and made something up, and for some reason you thought that people were dumb enough to think they were going to believe that you could paint a screen with the same paint, not adding any crystals or nothing to it, that it was just going to basically convert 2 different forms of gain from the same, depending on how you basically paint the screen? If that is even possible, I have a better chance of a gorilla, I said this before, crashing through my roof, singing Yankee Doodle Dandy in French, holding lottery tickets, winning lottery tickets at that in all 50 states. That's the odds of your stuff working. I'm thinking like, how many, you got mushrooms in your backyard. I think you have mushrooms. I think you go out there and you pick these mushrooms, you fry them, you saute them, you serve them, and you don't realize these are difference between mushrooms and hallucination mushrooms that will make you think in things that you can do that you possibly cannot do. Because that's the only way to explain it. Or you're going through dementia. That's the only I can think of. Who in their right mind says something like that? That's the most craziest thing I've heard in my entire life. I even asked your customer over in the UK. He couldn't tell me jack about it. As a matter of fact, he got the questions I asked him, he blocked his comments. So we couldn't talk to him no more. And you put a PayPal shopping cart on this and try to charge people for something that didn't even exist. Even you knew it didn't exist. What do they call that at the end of the day? They call it a scammer and they call it fraud. You got to go to court for that. We filed against them. Yeah, we filed against this bond. We filed against this company. So, again, you can't explain it. The other one, on the other hand, matched house paint on so many levels. And they had the nerve to still sell the product long after he was matching house paint. And then try to bring back a video he deleted, which we caught him deleted, and try to say it had a yellowish tone. Now he just sits on this channel just screaming and yelling about it to my, oh, I'm going to put his product out of business. And we're sitting here in the office doing demonstrations and commercials and buying. Your screen can't even register in. Mine, I got your cancellations sitting at the end of the day. I'm going to tell you something, Fernando. You're literally 2 things are going to happen to you, man. Either if from some goodness gracious, you're spared the lawsuits and jail time that's coming your way, or you're just going to be some crazy old dude sitting out there in a lawn chair sewing welted oranges with a freaking boring time. It's fake. It's all fake. It's not even real. It's not even real. That's what you're going to end up in, man. You're going to end up just like that. You're going to lose your mind. You might have lost it already. Your site's not running anymore. It's gone. You can't sell your products anymore. They're done. People have been buying these products for a long time. You know when they stopped buying these products? When he got caught with that house paint. That's what did it. That's when his sales stopped. Because we're going back. We did a whole YouTube video on it. We went in and I went in and checked the timeline on when they found out his stuff was house paint. How many people bought the paint after that was found out? Nobody bought it. There were no sales coming through for his products because that stuff was house paint. Yeah. A couple other things were catching up on him too. He had to pull his site. Then we had people coming in to buy his products and bring it over here for testing in commercial environments. And it's another thing pressure put on him. He couldn't do it with the site. He let it go. If your products work, you would still be here. He couldn't even do a send-off properly. I got him a lawsuit. You got a lawsuit for both of those pictures. Those pictures are $40,000. He's going to be hit with in civil court. We had to go to the magistrate to follow those through. 40 grand. Sorry, 80,000. And then the picture he posted with my sister's address, that's an additional 50. How are you going to pay this? You don't have that money. And on top of that, we still got more lawsuits coming towards you on top of that. So moving on to bigger and better things, well, you really can't go anywhere because of the situation where California is going through. So there's no place you can move to or go to because right now, Everybody is just gouging, and it's jacked up, and people are gouging. But that's what goes on when you have something like this. People look at it as an opportunity to charge people more money, and that's what they do. Unfortunately, it happens. So he can't leave his place and go any place else. He can't do that. Air quality down there is absolutely insane because, again, like I said, all that ash. Do you have any idea how far ash travels from a freaking volcano? Yeah, think about that. So yeah, and the ash is poison on top of that because, again, that stuff, you're talking about houses that had layers and layers of paint on it and all that stuff. Yeah, it's very dangerous. So hopefully people are walking around with the M3 mask on and they're staying inside. And I don't know what they got to do at the end of the day, but I hope it works out for them down there. Now, am I sitting there laughing and joking because all that happened to them? No, because I got people in California. I told you I got family in California. They're not there. The minute all that stuff started popping up, they left. They're in New York. We got people in New York City. They're over there right now. Got business contacts there down there too. They're not there either. They left. They're not there. They left altogether. They're gone. So I was worried about them and where they're at. And they live up in Paradise Hills. That's what it's called. Paradise Hills. I can't think of the name of it. They live up in those sections. Hollywood Hills, all of them. They're gone. So yeah, they got money at the end of the day, but their stuff is gone. And their memories and all that, gone. Some stuff they went through their cameras. It's interesting. You take so many pictures. How many remember to back things up? We don't. Sometimes we don't remember to back things up. We figure we'll get around to it. And if something happens, then boom, they're gone. You can't believe how many countless pictures I've lost on PCs crashing on me out of nowhere. And I thought, oh, crap. I forgot to back up. Yeah, that happens. So, but as I said, in your situation, you can't just get up and go. Everything is going to jump to the roof. Everything's going to become super crazy expensive. As time goes on, it's going to become crazier and crazier expensive. Insurance companies did that. Look, I was watching what you call about the insurance company. Come on, really? Seriously? See, this is the reason why I don't trust insurance companies. I really don't. How you gonna get me paying these premiums, man? You want me to pay this money. You want me to keep up with this, and you want to help me out when I go through a bad situation? Some insurance companies don't get sued too. They don't get sued. You know why? Because I think they went and they basically tampered with those policies. I do. I think they pulled some things out of those policies. If they were still paying on a policy that basically they've removed, that's a lawsuit right there from the door. A lot of stuff's going to come up. A lot of stuff. It's kind of crazy, but it's kind of like, how do I put it this way? Everything happens for a purpose. Everything. California pays a lot in insurance. Their insurance is insane. Their sales tax is what, like 11%, something crazy at the end of the day. But anyway, yeah, a lot of these companies, man, a lot of these places, businesses and stuff were getting over, but now they're going to be exposed. Because again, if you were doing shady businesses and you were basically collecting money from people for insurance and really wasn't designed to cover everything for them, you're going to be out in the open now. And that's why a lot of my things basically shut down and left. I gotta have a policy. Well, then you can't we make our own money, but still, it should have something that. This is why you should do 3D print homes. They should 3D print homes. It would be much easier. You see that machine that prints the whole entire house up? They should have them. It's much easier. It's much affordable to do it that way. Because you already have the spot to come in, they bulldoze flat everything out, and just 3D print the whole entire section there right there and be done with it. And these things look nice too, by the way. On top of that, the insurance will be cheap. You're just paying for another carbon copy. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're paying for a carbon copy. That's what you're doing. They need to look into that. You can have plastics that are fire resistant. 3D print homes that are fire resistant. See? They can be fire resistant. By using non-flammable materials. Why don't they just do that? And it's much more affordable to do a 3D printed home. And they should invest in that. If you're going to rebuild California, that's the way you should do it. put in 3D printed homes, everybody has their carbon copy of how their home is built. So you can go, if it happens again, if something happens, God forbid, it doesn't ever happen again. If it happens again, they can get their home reconstructed, rebuilt, because it's basically coming off a carbon copy. It's coming off a blueprint that's downloaded into a machine. And they can make it fire resistant. That's what they should do. This is what they need to invest in. On top of that, get something cool out of it too, because I'm pretty sure it'd be much cheaper. Get a couple extra bedrooms in there, whatever you want to have in there, real nice and all. Gourmet kitchens with real nice. You know what I mean? Because again, like I say, you can do it out of fire. You can do it out of fire, non-combustible materials like concrete, light steel, and concrete and light steel, and by strengthening the areas that are vulnerable to fire. There you go. That's a perfect idea. And rebuild California with this technology. And it's much easier to do. You ever watch a demonstrate a 3D print a home? It's amazing. It's freaking amazing to watch. This would be so much cheaper to do. Insurance would be a lot cheaper. That would be a lot cheaper. It'd be a whole lot cheaper. Because again, like I said, now you're going about mudslides. Well, mudslides is easy to cure. Stop building houses on the side of hills, so you're kind of asking for that one. Like literally, why you have mudslides? Why would you build a house on the side of a hill? You watch Grand Theft Auto. I watched that when the guy took the beams out and took someone's house down the side of a hill. Anyway, yeah. Stop building houses on freaking hills that you suffer from mudslides. Because again, mind you, the ground is constantly moving. It's constantly moving. It's not standing still. And people think at the end of the day that the ground is just still. No, the ground is constantly crumbling. It constantly crumbles underneath of you. I could have a giant sinkhole underneath me for all I know. Boom, I could be going. It's constantly crumbling. These are dirt is shifting from A to B here and there. Gravity and the earth is constantly at motion. So again, building a house in an area that's known for mudslides on a side of a cliff, it's kind of like you're asking for it. Just don't build it there. Now, as for the flooding and stuff, that's an easy thing. They had a guy who basically had some kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. It was some kind of huge, massive tubing system that went around his house that actually kept the water at bay. That was pretty cool. Also, too, design houses with maybe a hydraulic lift system that maybe rises the house up or make them a little bit higher above flood level. So they do that in certain areas. They did it over in what's it called? Man, I can't think. New Orleans. Yeah, the houses are built a little higher up because of the flooding. They did it in Florida. Same thing over there too. They made them a little bit higher up. They make houses over in Japan that are designed to basically vibrate and move back and forth to shift. You know what I mean? If they're having an earthquake. But then you got to remember, a lot of people have older homes too, and a lot of the older, this was messed up too. They did that over in Florida. I think that was kind of messed up. People who had older homes weren't eligible to have their homes rebuilt. They tore those homes down. They had to be built after a certain year in order to be eligible, which I thought that was kind of sneaky. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That was me up there. I'm sorry. I get myself a school bus. I convert it into a home. Because if something pops off, I'm out. That's it. Start my house up and go. That would. I mean, you got to think about when you go through something like that. There's trauma involved in that too. Psychological trauma that triggers off. You ever been caught in a burning house before? I did that one twice. You get caught in a burning house, everything that smells like smoke freaks you out. It does. Because there's going to be trauma behind this for a very. You could be home, sitting down, relaxing, and somebody could be barbecuing someplace, and it'll trigger you quickly because you think something's burning up, something's on fire. Yeah, and the people are going to be going through. There's a lot of psychological damage behind that. But that happened to me when I got caught in a burning building one time. I smelled smoke. It freaked me out. I was walking around the house, just smelling everything, smelling the floors, the walls, everything, because I was in fear the place was going to burn down. And it's going to be hard for people to sleep. They're going to be going through that nonsense too. Terrified to sleep. So people got to think of that part of it too that they're going to go through. And you got people, I was reading people in the comments section laughing about it. Really? Like laughing about it. You felt that was funny. What happened in California was funny, really? You know, babies out there, kids out there, women and children out there, animals, pets, all that stuff. People went through a lot of bad stuff. And I read things in the comment section. I was watching all this happen where people found it funny what they were going through. But don't worry. You know, God heard everything you said. Everything you said, he heard it. Life is interesting that way. It is. Interesting that way. You gotta be careful how you treat the people. It'll backfire on you. It'll hit you, but you'll be hit with the same thing. It's far worse. It's always far worse. But people are laughing about it. They thought that was funny. Sick people. Very sick people. So I guess a woman running down the street with a newborn baby close to her chest, running for her life, that's considered to be funny. They should make something called YouTube drones. YouTube drones are basically there's a drone attached to your account. When you do something stupid, a drone tracks you down and gives you a good 5,000 watts. I like that. YouTube drones for controlling the jerks. So you get on there, you be talking all this trash, like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I'm happy the place is burnt down, blah, 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 blah. And the system activates this drone, the drone tracks down your IP address to be out there working on it. Thank you for your service. We need something like that. Gotta keep people in line. I thought that was so ignorant. I thought that was so ignorant that people found it. Other people were shocked. They were praying for me and all that. Hope things work out for you over there, you know what I mean? Praying for me all from so and so and so. But you had other people over there laughing about it. They found it funny. Let me tell you something. I'm not a big fan of Fernando at all in any way whatsoever. But Fernando does not own California. Do I wish anything bad to happen to him? Do I wish his place would burn to the ground? No, I'm not that type of person. No. I don't give Satan that kind of attitude at all, period, whatsoever. Hope everything works out for everybody down there. Even him. We still got to sue him. This is going to happen. There's no way around that. But still, I don't wish that kind of stuff on anybody. But you know, while all that was going down, this guy was messaging me and cursing me out. Yep, he's messaging me, cursing me out, and all kinds of nonsense. And I sat there on camera and said, man, you got to tell me what's going on down there in California. That you got a nerve to be attacking me. Boy, I'm telling you, you're going. I tell you, man, the more opportunity that God gives you to be able to back yourself out of a situation, the deeper the hole you'll fall in. And sometimes it depends on how things go. I'm not speaking for God, but sometimes it may be a hole you can crawl out, and sometimes it may be just soft dirt. The more you crawl, the more you bury. All right. Now I'm looking at this PC. I'm looking at this one. Oh, man. Oh, Ice Boy over there. Ice Boy's about to get his ice job done pretty soon. I got to get back to him. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to advance that hard drive bay. Definitely going to open it up a little bit better for the hard drive bay so we can slide it in and out. I want more cooling in there, so I'm going to drop a couple fans. Well, it actually does have a fan. That's a fan system right in there that cool down Ice Boy. And 2 fans in the back for that right there. You get that finished right there. We'll finish that. We got to put a glow-in-the-dark trace over all of this, and then we got to put in the silicone next to it to make it look extra icy. Oh. Weren't we in the middle of building a PC before I went to that old band situation? Yeah, we got the tomorrow, since I'm still waiting for my services to get here, we'll start working on the decay in PC. We got it over here. Back then, this is the Gundam system we're working on. That's the arcade. We got to get to that. This right here is the decay setup right here. Got the decay in PC. There's another one I was working on, a freezer box. Yeah, we were working on a freezer box. Didn't it come with it came with them trays I was going to convert over into a PC. Oh, we got to work on those. I got to get some lights for those for the inside of that. All right, cool. We'll cut over and get that done too. We got to work on that. Working PC. I was working on that case. Got to finish it. Yeah, it came with them trays. that we're going to turn into like really crystal glass. Oh yeah, we got to get to work on that. Ugh. And then I still got to work on finish that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be working on that tonight, which means I have to finish my screen because my screen's gonna be gigantic. Do you know what the screen's gonna be? This is the new Eclipse. The new Eclipse. We got to upgrade to it too. We actually upgraded it again. It's not available yet. Not available yet. I got companies buying it, but right now for customers, not available yet. Something I want to dispel this thing first before we finish it. It is going to be a giant screen. 160 halo system all the way across. Neon lights splattered across the floor, and the entire floor is going to be one big giant projection screen. It is going to be the ultimate setup when I'm done with the halo system that locks from here to here, and the neon trace trace wire that transfers back and forth. It's going to be absolutely amazing when I get done with this. Yep. And the panel system, which again, that's not going to be the actual recording for the panel system. You'll see one because we have one attached to the desk. So you get a chance to see two versions of AdTech, which we're going to be showing off because I got demonstrations here and a couple other buildings for AdTech. And we're going to be showing off, oh yeah, the tabletop interactive technology. So yeah, I got a Connect system coming in, which we're going to hook up right there, and it's going to allow us to scan the entire room, so I can basically drag and drop across the screens, play around, throw objects back and forth. Oh, the floor's going to be interactive too. All this going to be interactive. Yep. So what I'm doing here, raining waterfalls here and here, and we're going to turn the floor into koi fish. Change anything we want. That's what this whole section is designed for. It's going to be all interactive technology. That's what we're building. Because we don't do anything normal around here. We never do. So I want to be able to stand in there with the interactive technology and just move stuff around. Now I got VRs coming in pretty soon to play around in. And I'm put my VRs on, strap them on, and I can turn this whole entire section into a whole other world. And the Kinect system, if you did the research on that, that's for the Xbox One. The Xbox One version is much better than the other one for the 360. So basically the software for that, basically, they don't go hand in hand with the Kinects and the Quest 2 because it's different components. But the programs, on the other hand, marry them quite nicely. So the Kinects will allow us to be able to use the Quest 2 VR system as full body tracking capabilities and VR simulators. But not only that, with the projector using the Kinect's technology, I can actually use interactive technology from here, here, and here. That's what that machine's being built for. That's not just a gaming PC. That thing's going to have some very serious software sitting inside. That's why I had to order those particular special parts, because that thing does something different. It actually controls these two screens. Yeah, that thing's going to have a lot of interesting software. The edge bleeding technology to blend screens together, interactive technology is all going to be embedded into that machine to control this whole area over here in the floor. And that's what we're going to be doing. So we got the cloud system over here. Pretty soon I'm building the magnetic strips to go all the way around. I'm going to turn this into one big, huge, massive cloud system right here. Oh, they still have the cloud system. They love the magnetic system. And then we're going to have it pipeline. The information data cable is going to be transferring back and forth. And it's going to be going into this system right here. We're going to link the PCs to the cloud. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put the build-up screen. So here we're going to have the flashing screen here, slow build-up electricity, and here we're going to run chasers, 2 sets of EL wires. Chasers are going to run up, and they're going to do the chase screen, the build-up. So yeah, chasers work. They send the light through and they build. 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 And it's going to be charging all up to have the crack of lightning, putting 2 flashes in the strobes that are going to be synchronized that when they build up, they want that clash. Hey, you got to build a whole nother world. That's what I'm doing. I'm building a completely different world in here. And we got to finish the rest of the neon for the desk. We got to finish the neon for this floor wall right there and all that stuff. Oh, and I'm going to show you how to build something. Oh, wait, I have my charge real quick. I got something I got to tell you. You're going to love it. 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 I'm going to show you how to build a prop for your gaming desk. We're going to build a levitating cube that lights up. So look pretty cool. It's going to be levitating. It's going to go floating by itself. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to show you how to put one together. To decorate your desk with kind of artwork. All right, people. We had some great time in here talking. We talked about this. We talked about that. We talked about everything. We talked about here and there. Naysayers at the end of the day, again, as I said before, I don't hate you. You hate me, I know that at the end of the day, but we don't hate you. But anyway, and Fernando, at the end of the day, I know I got to take it to court. We got to do this because, again, it's what's right. We have to go to court over this. But I hope you're okay over there. Honestly, I really do hope you're okay over there. I told you, I'm not that type of person. I have no hatred for you in any way whatsoever. You hate me, but I don't hate you. But I still have to take it to court. Me taking it to court, it's not because I hate you. It's because you did something really stupid to my company, and you have to pay for it, okay? It's the law, okay? But I hope you're doing well over there. All right, people, you be safe out there, and God bless.